What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk. And today, we got another play-by-play. Tonight, we have the Green Bay Packers going over to the Philadelphia Eagles. And they're 9-1 Eagles. They're the 4-7 Packers. Not quite what most people probably would have expected at this point. We probably would have expected this to be a pretty darn good game on a Sunday night, right? Maybe a 7-4 Green Bay versus a 8-5 Eagles or something like that. Or I guess 8-5 would be too many points, but you get what I'm trying to say. 8-3 rather. Instead, the Eagles are the best team in football, arguably, and Green Bay is not at all what they should have been. Let's pull up the chat here. Make sure we get the chat. Let's go ahead and switch screens. All right. Get this going. Properties. Whoa. Properties. All right. We got the chat moving. There we go. Let's get a poll going. Start. Not a Q&A. I don't care about Q&A. I want to start a poll. Start a poll. Who do you got? All right, we have the Eagles or we have the Packers. And we know the Packers have a little bit of something in there when they won it, right? They did beat the Cowboys in an overtime game where the Cowboys are a pretty good team this season. We've seen the Eagles kind of trip the last couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago, they lost to Washington. Last week against the Colts, it was a nail-biter until the end. Most people didn't see that coming at all. And so it was definitely a much closer game than expected. So this game's probably going to be a blowout. That would be my guess, and I think it's going to go the Eagles' way. Right now, according to the spread, it's -6.5 for the Eagles, -292 on the money line, and the over-under is 46.5. I think it's going to go under. I can see this being a 24-16 kind of game, maybe even a 24-13 kind of game, where the Eagles, they don't run away with it and score a ton of points, but they're never really in trouble. Right now, it's a 72.5% chance the Eagles win according to the ESPN matchup predictor. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, what's up, everybody in the chat? What up, Paul? What up? Who are you going with tonight? I got the Eagles tonight, even though I would love to see the Packers get the upset. Seahawks lost, that's right. Washington is now in the playoff spot. We can actually go look at that real quick. But yeah, looking at the NFL, we have the standings. We'll have the playoffs. And it was right there, Washington, 7-5, move into the playoff spot, a half game behind the Giants. And if we beat the Giants next week, all of a sudden we take their spot. And we have the Cowboys one more time later. We control our own destiny, right? Now, the only chance, we probably have no shot of catching the Eagles. I doubt the Eagles even lose 4 more games, let alone us win the rest of our games. But we could definitely catch the Cowboys and the Giants. We're only a game behind the Cowboys, a game and a half, really. And then we're a half game behind the Giants. So we're right there in the mix. Seahawks are still completely in it as well at 6-5. Atlanta is going to be in a tough spot considering they just lost to us, which was definitely a big deal for them. They really wanted this win today. And the rest of the teams, while technically not out, I'm not really high on any one of these teams down there. Now, the other side is much more interesting, right? You have the Jets, the Bengals, and the Buffalo Bills currently taking the 3 wild card spots. But the Patriots and the Chargers right there in the mix, and the Colts are a much better looking team while being coached by one Jeff Saturday. Finally, my Browns got a win. We're 4-7. Deshaun coming back next week. Is that true? Yeah, 11-game suspension. So you're coming back next week. Ooh. So looking at the Browns right now are 4-7. They're 3 games out of a playoff spot as it currently sits. That's going to be tough. The Ravens are 7-4. So yeah, you're 3 games out of either winning your division or getting a playoff spot. It's not completely out, but you have to win your final 5 to get to 9-7 and see if you can squeeze in there. But even then, I think it's pretty unlikely that the Browns win this season. Seattle did lose, yes. If Philly loses to Green Bay, it's going to be hilarious. That would be pretty funny. Hurts is 90% of Philly's offense. If he goes down, the Eagles are going to limp into the postseason and be done. Well, it's a big if to think that Jalen Hurts would even be hurt. I mean, he's a strong-bodied individual, so he's usually able to take the hits, just like Cam Newton did for a long time, and he's young enough where he really shouldn't be too banged up. But yeah, Jalen Hurts is obviously a big part of their offense, but at the same time, I wouldn't really say they are screwed completely with one Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew had some pretty decent statistical years down there in Jacksonville. So I believe Gardner Minshew is their backup, actually. Let me double check. If we look at their depth chart, yeah, Gardner Minshew's their backup. That's actually, they could have a Nick Foles 2.0 with one Gardner Minshew, because Gardner Minshew benched Nick Foles down there in Jacksonville, if you guys remember. But yeah, let's look at this. Look at the stats of Gardner Minshew when he was in Jacksonville, right? I mean, 21 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, 16 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. A 60% completion percentage is not great, but it's okay for a rookie. But then up to 66.1% the year after that. You know, like, it's not like in the, 2,200 yards in 9 games. That's like 225 yards a game or something like that. He's really not that bad, as surprising as that sounds. So if they do lose him, I think Nick Sirianni will have that team actually continue to be pretty darn good. Got to get Dotson more involved. Yeah, it was interesting that Dotson really did not get any love at all this game. Maybe he's not completely healthy. Maybe that's why, but I don't know. Rams pick is currently in the top 3, and the Lions have it. Yeah, what a day to be alive in Detroit, huh? And then they probably have a top 10 pick in their own right? Maybe not quite. Maybe top 12 or something like that. I don't know. The interception by Heineke was the same play that got intercepted in the game against the Vikings. Turner needs to take that out of the playbook. I don't agree with that, obviously, but it definitely was not a good throw. Allen Robinson is out for the season. Yikes. That was one of the biggest busts as far as a free agent. Well, the biggest bust, of course, is Russell Wilson, but he wasn't a free agent. They traded for him. But as far as a free agent, a guy that had a ton of hype in one Allen Robinson going to a better offense with Matt Stafford. He has Cooper Kupp to take some pressure off. He had great seasons over there in Chicago with no quarterback help and just absolutely disgusting offense known as the Chicago Bears. And he has done nothing this year. It's pretty wild. Yep, everybody picking the Eagles tonight. Eagles in a close one, says Sims. Tim, did you hear the Eagles may pay Hurts with $50 million annual contract? I mean, you have a quarterback that's 9-1 right now, and he's playing well. Like, throwing the football, he's not, like, leading the league in any stats, but as far as throwing the football, but he's playing pretty darn well. He's averaging 240 yards a game through the air, 15 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. That's 5-1 is outstanding. And then you include his rushing stats. What is his rushing yards so far this year? You go to stats. In 2022, he also has another 8 touchdowns in 10 games on the ground and 440 yards on 110 yards, or 110 attempts. That's 4 yards a carry. And he's done what? 12, 13 QB sneaks and still is averaging 4 yards a carry. So I would never pay one guy that much unless he's probably Patrick Mahomes, where he literally just, it doesn't matter what position he's in, he could throw it any way, shape, or form, buy time and whatnot. Like, he's like the only guy I would pay that much. But Jalen Hurts, as far as the market demands, he's up there. So the Texans are looking awful. Not surprising. They're pretty bad. And I'm sorry, Just Know, to say that. Would kind of like the Eagles to win tests of the regular season or rest of the regular season, so their only loss would be us. That would be funny. They go 16-1 and their only loss is us. That would be pretty good. I read that is that is not what we're talking about. Miss those old RFK days? Yeah. I never went to RFK though. Never went. I believe my first game was like in the 2000, like literally year 2000. I think 7 or 8 years old. So right around probably 7 years old was my first game, and that was of course the new FedEx Field. Allen is worth it though. He's a bit off at the moment because his elbow is hurt. Allen is definitely close to that conversation. I don't believe he's Patrick Mahomes, but at the same time, Allen is an absolute stud. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. What up, Yuki? What's weird is that QB needy teams like the Panthers, Detroit, and Falcons are doing decent and not tanking. I am not a guy that likes to tank. I really don't. Like, the only game that it's like, if it's the final game of the year, there's like 3 minutes left and you can go ahead and lose to get a better draft pick, fine. But I think it's bad for morale, bad for the entire organization to try to tank like that, especially in a first-year head coach like Arthur Smith, where is in Atlanta. Who's the other teams you mentioned? Detroit, Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell can't afford to tank. He's in his second year. And then the Panthers are in the best position to tank considering they just fired their head coach this season. But maybe the guy's trying to fight for a potential to keep his job, right? I don't know who the new head coach is over there in... I don't know who it is. Who's the new head coach? I don't know. I could be wrong. The first time in person was 1975 versus Vikings in RFK. Ooh, nice. My first game was the 2009 preseason game versus the Steelers. Interesting. Tim, can I get a left hand up because we're in the playoffs? Dude, that's amazing. 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 Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. The haters can't stand us. It's great. 75, not the 76 loss to the Vikings in the playoffs. I was only 6 during the 76 game, so I don't remember if that was a playoff, if that playoff was at home or away. Gotcha. I don't know either. My first NFL game was in 2021, Washington versus the Chargers. Okay. The first game of the year. I'm pretty sure my first game, I want to say, was Tampa Bay. And I remember also going to a Saints game. That was probably like 2002? Maybe? I think. Somewhere in there. Tua got absolutely destroyed on a sack today, but somehow he survived it. Got twisted up like a pretzel. Yikes. Can we get a moment of silence for the Broncos? Good night. Imagine if we made this trade. They can't even beat the Panthers, bro. They can't even beat the Panthers. How pathetic can you be? And I saw that there's that offensive lineman that just yelled at his ear as he came by, and all Russell Wilson could do was like, yeah. The Sean Taylor statue was something. Oh, that was horrible. That was embarrassing. Go watch Jarris's video talking about that. I mean, he sums it up pretty dang good, man. '75 was at RFK. Vikings were up 10-0. We were 6-4, and we won that game on a second block kick. Ooh, that's exciting. Silence of the Delams. The silence of Delams. He asked me to ban him. So, I mean, he wrote it twice. You can go check the VOD, man. He wrote twice. Ban me. And I said, okay, if you're going to ask for it. You're going to be annoying and you're going to ask me to ban you? Okay. I was trying to help you out. The first Redskins game was... Uh-oh, do you guys hear that? You don't hear that, right? Oh, no. Good. That's just this commercial. It has to be this commercial. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. 42 of you in the house. Appreciate you. If you haven't already hit the like button, hit that button early and often, which helps the channel a bunch. So if you haven't already, hit the like button for sure. Especially when you first get here, it helps the channel a whole bunch when you do. Bandwagoning sounds good right now. Hop on, man. You know, you're here all the time. You may as well become a Skins fan, bro. We've won 6 out of our last 7. We're going the distance. Thinking about starting my own sports channel? Do it, man. Do it. Let me tell you this. When you start your own channel, you're going to suck. Right? It's not going to go well. You're going to be terrible. The quality of sound is going to be horrible. Your material is going to be terrible. Everything's going to be terrible, okay? But you just got to get started. If you really want to do it, you just have to do it. And it'll continuously get better and better and better. And you progress through what you want to do. Work on how you speak and everything. And it'll be better and better and better. I don't want my material to be terrible. Exactly. And that's honestly, that's why people never get started. It took me a long time to get started. Like when me and my buddy Tim, the other guy in the Tim's Sports Talk, when we first were going to get started, we were like, let's do a couple of practice runs. And like, it wasn't exactly how we wanted it. And it's this and it's that. And you know, you don't like this part of it. You don't like that. And then you never actually post anything. And then you never actually get started. You just got to start posting things and grow with it. Is it barnyard time? Totally. That was the same advice my pimp gave me. True though, Pig. True. So, what would our record be if Wentz was still playing? I say 3-8. I'll go 4 and well, right now we're 5-7 or 7-5 rather. I would say 4-8. I don't think Rodgers is going to retire until he can prove he can win without McCarthy. I mean, he's proved that he can win without McCarthy, but he can't win. He hasn't won a Super Bowl without him, but he's definitely been in more NFC championships and such. I don't think we would have won with him today. Falcons didn't have an amazing pass rush. Maybe. We would have won with him today, but we would have only run B-Rob 3 times, so who knows? Yeah, true. At least Jackson Mahomes wasn't near Sean Taylor's statue. We're definitely not winning at Philadelphia game if Carson starts. Probably not. I agree, honestly. Wait, do you guys hear that? Okay, there it is. I knew something else was playing and I didn't know what it was. Alrighty. We're in the playoff picture because the Seahawks lost. Yep, we are right there in it, man. Tim, are you losing it? No, Yes, I am actually. No, it was this video that was playing. All right, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. You mean his Wi-Fi? He lost it earlier? True. Yeah, I should have freaking restarted my computer. I completely forgot to do that. I definitely forgot. Oh, well. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I got to do that at the end of this. All right, we're fast forwarding the game. Make sure we're up to snuff. I might already be too late, but here we go. We're about to get kickoff here. Mason Crosby about to send it off to Boston Scott. And there's the kick. And it will be kicked into the end zone, touchback. And it is the 25-yard line is where Jalen Hurts will start the first drive of the night. All right, let's see what we have in store tonight. So the 9-1 Eagles at home taking on the 4-7 Packers. See if they can take care of business. 2 receivers to each side. What up, Neil? Tim, do you think we sweep the Giants? I'm hoping for a split, but I would love a sweep. I wouldn't bet on a sweep though. Here we go. 2 receivers to each side. Takes the snap, drops back, scans the field. Quick throw over to the right. It's batted down at the line. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Look like Ignagburi batted it down. Richard, watching all the college games this weekend, so many sons of 80s and 90s NFL greats continuing their father's football legacies. Trotter, Harrison, Lakey. I don't remember who the good one is. Here we go. 3 receivers to the left. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, scans the field, pumping, thought about it, now going deep and incomplete. Looking for Devontae Smith, and it'll fall incomplete, so it's 3rd and 10 now for the Eagles. I don't know why my quality is so bad. Jim Kelly's nephew won the Grey Cup, really? And again, Tim is ahead of me. They haven't even snapped yet. Oh, no. All right, 3rd and 10 here for the Eagles. 3 receivers to the left. Jalen Hurts takes the snap, drops back, rolling to his left, trying to escape the pocket, pumping, now go back to the middle, and pumps again. He's going to run for the first down and a couple more, stays on his feet, down the right sideline and out of bounds, up to the 48-yard line. Jalen Hurts using those wheels to get moving. Jalen Hurts, he's 0 for 2 right now through the air, but his legs give him a 24-yard gain on 3rd and 10 and use the pump. Nice move on Quay Walker. Nice move again on Amos. Makes another dude slip a tackle. There's an injured Packer on the field. What a beautiful play there by Jalen Hurts. Man, oh man. We're in the playoffs, that's right. Jim Kelly's nephew won the Grey Cup. True. Jake Plummer's son is the QB of California as well. Wow. That is pretty cool, though. It is pretty cool that these great players' legacies continue. There's a kicker for USC, I think. His name is Janikowski, but it has no relation to Sebastian Janikowski. I was pretty disappointed. And honestly, Sebastian Janikowski would have been disappointed because he does not have near the leg Sebastian had. Texans are eliminated, baby. Is that true? Ouch. What are your thoughts on next week's game? I think it's going to be a dogfight. The Giants are a really well-coached football team. Saquon Barkley is nasty. I love Brian Daboll, though, as the head coach. They have talent on defense as well. I think it's going to be a really big dogfight next week. And we need to make sure that we are going to come in with our full attention. And we'll see what happens, man. 1st and 10. Hurts in the shotgun. Two receivers to each side. At the 49-yard line, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here for Sanders, and Sanders will find a nice crease and fall forward for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Eagles at around the 47-yard line of the Packers. Tim, what do you think of the black unis? I think the black unis are pretty cool. Jim Leahy was the offensive tackle in the Jay Schrader days with the Raiders that helped in the 3rd Super Bowl run with Joe Gibbs. That does sound familiar. I just couldn't remember how to say it. Still don't remember how to say it off the top of my head. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here for Sanders, and Sanders will get a big crease up the middle, and it's a 1st down. Gains about 7 on the play. Move the chains for the Eagles up around the 40-yard line. Tim, you need to come out of retirement and play for the Broncos. Oh, Lachey, thank you. Jim Lachey, thank you. Golly, I could not think of how to say that. Takes a snap, looking, scanning, quick throw over the left side, and it'll be caught for a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Eagles. Giants are banged up. Glad the Giants got a few extra days to recover. Fair enough. Chase needs to play next week. I would love him to play, but I'm okay with him sitting as long as he needs, you know? 2nd and 4. Hurts in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunched to the right up to the 32-yard line of the Packers. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Bouncing it outside now is Sanders, and Sanders cannot get the edge. Douglas and Hollins in on the tackle, and it'll be a loss of 1 on the play. So 3rd down coming up for the Eagles at the 33-yard line. What up, Hassan? Daniel Jones plays really good against us. You ain't never lie. How many times has he lost to us? Like once? It's crazy. All right, 2 receivers to each side. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap, handoff up the middle for Hurts, and Hurts will go the distance down the right sideline and pushed out of bounds at the 6. Adrian Amos saving a touchdown, and it's 1st and goal Eagles on this opening drive. They are running it down their throats here. 5 carries, 63 yards, only 1 for 3 through the air, and it would be very fitting for Jalen Hurts to throw a touchdown here. I can see it coming from the left side. Nope, they're going to hand it off up the middle for Gainwell, and Gainwell will get him to the 3-yard line. You know what? Nick Sirianni's smart enough to just run the ball 3 straight times, and then if they get 4th and goal from the 1, they'll just run it right up the middle with a QB sneak. Hurts in the shotgun, takes the snap, handoff up the middle for Gainwell. Gainwell fights for extra yards and gets into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, Eagles. 6-0 pending an extra point. Nick Sirianni got that death stare on him. Aaron Rodgers flips the hair back, gets ready to put his helmet on and try to answer here. But yeah, that is good offensive line play right there. Getting to the 2nd level, look at that. That right guard just shoving the linebacker into the end zone, making it easy for Gainwell to follow behind him. Here's the extra point coming from Jake Elliott. And we have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So it's 7-0 with the Eagles on top after 1 drive, and it's 11:19 to go here in the 1st quarter. Aaron Rodgers will get the ball next to see if he can't answer. Hey, Tim, does this winning streak, does it change your opinion about Ron Rivera? Not really, because there is times where he gets to the correct answer, but what I hate is I don't like his decisions, or his coaching decisions, right? Or his hiring decisions, I should say. I don't like how slow he is to pull the trigger sometimes. He's like almost loyal to a fault, right? And, I mean, his loyalty is what eventually gets going, I guess, because people start to believe and they know that they're not going to be cut at the heels, but they don't make great decisions. So I still am not a fan of, like, Martin Mayhew hire, Scott Turner hire. Jack Del Rio is definitely playing better, or coaching better, and I did like that hire at the time of the hire, I should say. You know, like, when we hired him, I was very excited about that because I thought we'd have a really good defense. So I don't know. There's points, but you know what? I'm glad he is winning, so it's good. The Texans and Browns game is going to be to watch the crowd going to be booing in that. Oh, is Texans Browns next week? His first game is against Houston? You're lying. Why did I forget that? His first game is not against Houston, right? You're joking. Did they really plan that? Why did I not know that? I completely did not know that. They really planned his first game gonna be against the Texans. That is too funny. I didn't, for certain. And it's at Houston. Shut the front door. No, they didn't. Wow. What's going with the game tonight? What's going on? Right now, the Eagles scored on their opening drive, so it's 7-0. And the Packers will get the ball for their first time tonight. Next. I did not know that they literally had it at Houston. That is too funny. Too funny. You gonna go to that game, Just Know? That'll be fun. And contrived, and it's not even funny. Fair enough. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's not funny because they definitely did it on purpose. They had to have done it on purpose. Because why else would you do an 11-game suspension out of nowhere? That is so weird. They recommend 6. You're going to, yeah, let me just do 5 more. For what? So weird. All right, Keyshawn Nixon back to return. He's going to fumble it, and he's got to take it out of the end zone, and then he slips at the 9-yard line. Nixon having a rep from hell on that one. Yeah, he's going to want to forget that one immediately. So now it's 91 yards between Aaron Rodgers and the end zone. Let's see what they can get going here. They're not where they want to be, down 7-0 against the Philadelphia Eagles. But at one point, Washington was down by 7-0 in that game as well. In their game, I should say. And they ended up coming back and winning. Let's see what they can do. You got to run the football against this Eagles team. All right, Aaron Rodgers under center. Lazard goes in motion. Single back formation takes a snap. Play action. Rodgers steps up, throwing it over the middle, and it'll be caught. But no, he won't. Never mind, it comes out. Thought Christian Watson had a chance at that, and it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers has got to be beside himself. He fumbles it first and then slips at the 10-yard line. Goodbye, kick returner. Find a new gig. Yeah, that was a rep that he would love to forget immediately. 7-0. 11-11 here to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. Matt LaFleur already looks like he has a face on that he's going to lose. 2 backs on the backfield now with Rodgers. Lazard goes in motion, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here for Jones, and Jones will find a decent crease and get a gain of about 5 on the play up to the 14-yard line. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Packers. Yeah, no Rogue Shadow. Rogue Shadow is MIA. I hope he's okay. Nope, Buccaneers, but I have Hurts Fantasy. Okay. Yeah, for sure, Bod. A full year. Here we go. 3rd and 4. 3 receivers bunch to the right. Takes the snap. Drops back. Pressure coming. He has to slip a tackle. He does. Somehow escapes. Rolling now. Throwing to the middle of the field. It's batted up in the air. And intercepted. Eagles have the football. Yeah, this is going to be a long night for the Packers. Oh, no. Oh, to the no. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Man, oh man. This one is free. Tim will read your comment without giving money. Oh, what up, Big Money? How you doing, bro? Missed you, dude. How's it going, dude? All right. So now the Eagles already have it at the Packers' 29-yard line. Two running backs in the backfield. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. And handoff up the middle here for Sanders. And Sanders will slip through the offensive line and get a gain of about 5 up to the 24-yard line. And 2nd and 5 coming to the Eagles. Roger Hall says, go Eagles. Yeah, this is not going to get pretty. Oh, man. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Eagles already up 7-0 and have the ball almost in the red zone up to the 24-yard line. Oh, they give him the 23-yard line, so it's 2nd and 4. Hurts in the shotgun, takes the snap. Nope, keeps it. Jalen Hurts has blockers in front, bounces it outside to the left, and high steps out of bounds up to the 15-yard line. Oh, my. Yeah, this offensive line for the Eagles is ready to ground and pound. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful design. Pulling the right tackle and guard. Get blockers in front, and just beautifully done. 1st and 10. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle for Sanders. Sanders slips a tackle. Goes to the left, slips another tackle. Touchdown, Eagles. And they go up 13-0 here in the first quarter, pending an extra point, and the Packers are definitely in trouble. Now, I will say, they had a 14-point deficit in the fourth quarter against the Cowboys. But this is not where you want to be against the Eagles, man. Not at all. They have one of the better defenses, especially in that soft shell, where they'll come up and make tackles, get interceptions on you. And then on top of that, they have one of the best run games, if not the best run game in the entire NFL. Ooh, Elliott is going to miss the extra point, so it remains a 13-0 game. Oof. So misses it wide right. 13-0. Eagles on top. Well, I mean, one team beat the Eagles, led by one QB. I wonder who it was. By one specific quarterback, huh? Have any of you seen Avatar 2, or is it out yet? I liked Avatar 1. No, it's out December 16th, so it's not out yet. The original Avatar was actually pretty decent. I wonder if this one will be any good. What up, Brooklyn Sanders? Look at the bright side. No other game is on for the network to shift to. Yeah. They put 14 on the board and took it off. Yeah, nope. That dude knows nothing about football. It's actually embarrassing. What are you talking about? It wouldn't go well with Meatloaf Victory Sandwich. Yeah, quickly lay bets on Philly before they close for business. I already had a bet on Philly, so. I actually won a 5-way parlay today. That was pretty cool. I went a bunch of money lines, but I went with the Jets, the Niners, the Dolphins, and now the Eagles. $50 to win 180. The movie and theaters are dead, streaming forever. Yeah, I don't go to the movies much anymore either. Mike White went off today. He knows a lot about Candy Crush, though. Who's he? Who are we talking about? Who knows nothing about football? I don't even know who we're talking about. Is Zach Wilson done? Is Zach Wilson done? No. He'll get another opportunity somewhere. He is very talented, but he does need to grow up. For sure. He needs to get humbled a little bit, which is what I like about... Oh my god, I'm doing it again. Robert Salah. Hey, I remembered it this time without needing a reminder. Robert Salah, I think, is doing a great thing, benching him, humbling him a bit, and trying to get his mind right. If he does it properly, it could be a big deal. What online betting site do I use? I use FanDuel. That's the one I decided to use. Tim, please stop lying. Oh, you're talking about Jairus? Oh, man. What am I lying about? I already forgot what I said. That's a lie. Zach Wilson is giving Josh Rosen vibes. All arm talent, nothing. But Rosen did not have the arm talent. Do I like FanDuel? Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. DraftKings kind of screwed me, so I'm not using them anymore. There's the kick from Jake Elliott. And it will be caught at the 5-yard line. Running to the left here for Nixon. Now he has a big hole, slips a tackle, and he's going to get a decent return, spinning off another one at the 40, maybe 41-yard line. There you go. That's how you make up for having a horrible first rep. The second rep is all the way up to the 41-yard line, and great field position for their offense. Saying you're lying about Zach Wilson having to say, oh, no, absolutely. Would you trade for Zach Wilson if he's available? Trade? No. If they cut him, though, I would definitely sign him, 100%. I was using MGM. It sucks if you ask me. Yeah, I have MGM as well. I never really worked it worth it either, and I don't know. I don't like it as much. I think FanDuel is the best so far. 3 receivers to the right, takes a snap. Pitch play to the right is Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones will get a decent run here, close to the first down. It looks like they're going to give it to him. I don't think he actually got to it, but it will be a first down and 10 based on the ref's spot. Aaron Jones. 8.5 to go here in the first quarter. Need to get something going here if you are the Packers. Puts a man in motion, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here, and Aaron Jones gets eaten up by Fletcher Cox. And it'll bring up second down and about 11, maybe 12, depending on the spot. My brother's getting into betting on games, and I've done all of them for him, and he's lost one. Oh, only lost one bet? There you go. Nice. This upcoming draft will be very deep with 5th and 6th year seniors because of COVID, in addition to the on-schedule graduates. Interesting. 7.5 to go here in the first quarter. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. Play action. Rodgers looking, setting up a screen to Jones. Jones has blockers in front, bounces it outside, has room to run, gets another block, still going up to the 20-yard line, and here come the Packers. Aaron Jones, he's a guy that is an absolute stud. I don't know why in the world they ever stopped handing him the football. They just insisted on trying to give it to A.J. Dillon, and A.J. Dillon is not it. Not it at all. Nice catch and run there for Aaron Jones, all the way up to the 20-yard line. Rodgers under center, puts a man in motion, takes a snap, handoff to A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon finds a crease, and he can get to the end zone. He will! I just crapped on A.J. Dillon, and he scores a touchdown from 20 yards out, and the Packers are on the board. So they're not dead yet. Wow. Nice run. Nice, beautiful job by the offensive line. Getting it to the outside. And A.J. Dillon gets the touchdown. And the Packers are right in this thing all of a sudden. Man, there's already been 20 points. Here's the extra point coming here from Crosby. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. We already have 20 points here in the first half of quarter. Jeez. The over-under is 60 right now. I'm going to take the under. I think this is going to eventually start to slow down scoring. So I know they're out the gates firing in all cylinders, but eventually I think this will do. Run Washington's playbook and keep Hurts on the sideline. True. Douglas said, don't take the under. Oh, I took the under. It was 59.5. I don't think they're going to score 40 more. I really don't. The scoring is going to slow down a lot. I feel pretty confident in that. I feel pretty confident. Philly doesn't score much in the second half if they're winning. Yep. Bet the over? Nope. I wish I bet the over of the original one at 40. Well, I don't know. 46.5. But I'm at that under at 59.5. If he was a better H-back, he would have run 5 more yards on that play. True, Bod. Exactly. Exactly. Come on, man. You only run 20 yards on a touchdown play? Jeez. That's why they put it 59.5 on there, so you would feel confident. Honestly, I wish it was a little higher. I'm not going to lie to you, but at the same time, I do think that the scoring is going to slow down here in this game. Their over-under is 60, and ours was 40. Does ours and the Falcons suck that? No, the original start to the over-under was 46.5, but I just made a live bet of minus 59.5 because I knew that all this scoring early would boost the numbers. So, yeah. Well, I guess we do, Justin. Now, if my rule change goes through, that half point would be a reality. True. True. All right. 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. There's the kick. And it will be caught at the 10-yard line. Running upfield, and he barrels over a dude. And he'll get up to about the 27, maybe 28-yard line. And that's where Jalen Hurts and the offense will get their next drive a-brewing. That would screw Vegas so bad, right? That would be wild. Would that eliminate? I guess that would eliminate the victory formation. When do the flexed games start? Next week? I'm not sure. It's a good point. 2 receivers each side. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here. And he slips and will get a gain of about 7 or 8. 6 or 7. More like 6 or 7, I think. It should be about 2nd and 3 coming up for the Eagles. Just over 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the right. All right, Hurts kicks that leg up, takes a snap, handoff to Sanders, and Sanders will fall forward for a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 1. Guess what's coming? QB sneak territory. It would, Bod. It would. You would need at least a 2-point lead. Okay, fair enough. The Packers defense no exist. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Jalen Hurts under center. Takes a snap. Here's the QB sneak. And, ooh, he didn't get it. Rashawn Gary shut him down, and he is going to be short. Whoa! Rashawn Gary, make a play. Wow. Jalen Hurts got a little lazy on that one. He just figured his offensive line was going to get it. Oh, no, sorry. It wasn't Gary. It was I can never say that guy's last name. What the heck is it? Ignagbari. Ignagbari? This guy. Bari. I'll just call him Bari. All right. And it will be about a half-yard short. And it's 4th and inches at their own 28.5-yard line or something like that. So they're going to go for it here. No, they're not. They're going to punt? No, they are going to go for it. Okay, I thought I saw Jalen Hurts on the sideline. They will go for it here. 4th and inches. This will be a big decision here. 4th and inches. And they're on their own 38-yard line. Takes a snap. Oh, that might have been a false start. And the ball came out anyway. I think it's going to be short again. It's going to be short again. The Packers shut down the run. Hold the phone. There's a lot of weird stuff. I thought there was something going on. A false start or a neutral zone infraction or something, but there's no flag. The refs are discussing it. I don't know what's going on in this play. Hurts somehow lost the football. Sanders ended up with it. Let's see. Hurts is right in there. Yeah, somehow Sanders ended up with it on the side. Oh, they never quite got the football. And Sanders took it, and he's the one who had the football. He fell forward, but was it enough? I don't think it was. Let's see where he falls right here. I see the yellow line. He is definitely short. I think the Packers are going to get the stuff here. Yup, it is a 4th down stop. And the Packers get the ball back in phenomenal field position here at the 38-yard line. Wow, Fire Scott Turner is right. What a crazy... So it looked like the players went early because the center snapped it before anybody else was ready. So the center and the right guard were ready to go, but nobody else was. And Jalen Hurts basically never had the football. It like fumbles into Sanders' hands, and Sanders tries to go, and he could not get there. Unbelievable. That stop is the most amazing play of the year. That play has been unstoppable, right? And they just stopped it twice. Man, oh man. Hold, engage. Yeah, right? Oh, that's from Captain Phillips or whatever. It's not Phillips. No, Captain was it Captain Phillips? Joe Barry's elite defense, right? The defense woke up. You ain't lying. How do you say your name? K Pitchfork RIOVY with a long bottom, small K, capital O, a UV crossover, and a V. How do you say that? And Hurts is better than Heineke? Miss me with that. Heineke's the best 4th and 1. That's right. But there's some undead that are better. If they lose tonight, WIP in Philly would be a giant cry fest. They would cry a lot. Kim Jong-un in Greek? like kind of like Kim Jong-un. It's the supreme leader of North Korea. Is it really? All right, here we go. Watson goes in motion. They're at the 38-yard line of Philly to start this next drive. Rodgers in the shotgun. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones will get tackled right around the 36-yard line. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Packers. He must be a fan of your content, right? Green Bay needs to lose, though. We can't have them surge on us. We already have the tiebreaker on them, and they're 3 full games behind us right now. So, or 2.5 games behind, I should say. But they would have to win 2 more. It's okay. Here we go. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. Quick throw over to the left side, and it's going to be dropped by Cobb. Aaron Rodgers drops an F-bomb. 3rd and 8. Rodgers is having one of the worst receiver crews ever. It's unbelievable. I think I do have one subscriber from North Korea. It's like, nah. 4th and 22 here in the first quarter. Rodgers in the shotgun. Not 4th and 22, excuse me. 4:22 to go. It's 3rd and 8. Empty backfield set. 3 receivers to the left. 4 down linemen for the Eagles. Quick throw over to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones will get tackled immediately at about the 32-yard line. So that'll set up about a 50-yard attempt here for Mason Crosby. And let's see what... Oh, do they decide to keep the offense on the field? Matt LaFleur is going to go for it instead of going for a 50-yard field goal attempt. The Eagles could return the favor with a quick 4th down stop. And this is 4th and 5. It was only a gain of... So it's, 4th and 5. 4.5, really. Got to get to the 27.5-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Drops back to throw. Rodgers throws it over the middle. Has his man, Christian Watson. But there's a flag on the play. What's the flag going to be? There's a flag on the play. I'm not sure what it is yet. As it stands right now, it's a 21-yard play. Let's see what the call is. Sean Smith, the head ref, holding defense. Number 43, so penalty is declined. So this play stands, and the Packers all of a sudden are inside the red zone. Christian Watson just running a simple seam route over the middle. And Rodgers hitting him, and it's a tough catch there by Christian Watson, and he comes down with it. All right, there's a Eagle down to injury right now. I think it was C.J. Gardner-Johnson, maybe? I'm not sure. No, that sub is me. You see, I'm secretly a 4'5" Korean dictator. True. Green Bay's remaining schedule: Bears, Rams, Dolphins, Vikings, and Lions. Ooh. Not a very tough schedule, is it? Not a very tough schedule. All right, 3:31 to go in the first quarter. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the injured player, but they're going to commercial break. Let's take a look here at the scores throughout the week so far. So we'll go back to Thanksgiving. We had the Bills at the Lions in a complete nail-biter for what seemed like no reason. The last drive of the game, I actually won some money on that last drive with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs going over the yards numbers I needed. That was pretty cool. But 28-25 Bills on top. Cowboys win 28-20 over the Giants. Giants had an early start on them, but the Cowboys outlasted and ended up winning the game. The Vikings were in a shootout with the Patriots, 33-26. Kirk Cousins had a great day, but so did Mac Jones. I believe Mac Jones threw for 400 yards, if I remember correctly. Almost 382 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. Kirk Cousins 299 and 3 touchdowns with an interception. So great game. Really, it was a great games all around for all of the Thanksgiving games, which is pretty cool. Then we go to Sunday at the 1 o'clock games. You have the Panthers over the Broncos. Absolutely embarrassing for Russell Wilson. Browns defeat the Buccaneers in overtime. They keep their long shot playoff hopes alive in that tough AFC. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are still atop of their division in a horrible division at 5-6 currently. Then you have Jaguars 28-27 over the Ravens. That was a pretty big upset. Dolphins over Texans 30-15. Jets manhandle the Bears 31-10 with Mike White of all people. Bengals outlast the Titans in a close one. Our Commanders beat the Falcons 19-13. That was a great game. Chargers versus Cardinals come down to the wire where the Chargers were down by 7 with 2 minutes to go. They get the football with no timeouts, have to go all the way down the field, score a touchdown, and get the 2-point conversion to win. That was a very exciting game, and the Cardinals fall yet again. And then the Seahawks versus Raiders. Seahawks had a 7-point lead going in the final 5 minutes of the game. Raiders score 2 touchdowns, 1 in regulation and 1 in overtime to win. And here we are now. We're back to this game. A.J. Dillon, the running back, takes the snap. Rodgers, play action, looking to throw, throwing it backside, and it's a touchdown! Randall Cobb. And it's a tied game pending an extra point, and the Green Bay Packers are right back in it from what seemed to be out of nowhere. It looked like the Eagles were going to run away with it up 13-0, and here they are. It's going to be 14-13 pending an extra point. How do I have 2 subs? I have no content. Because they love you here, man. Your content is in this chat. Mason Crosby, the extra points, takes the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 3:09 to go, the Packers are now up 14-13 over the Eagles. What a crazy turn of events. Man. I could take the Eagles minus 3.5 right now. Seems like a pretty good bet, doesn't it? So they're currently in the first quarter. They have already 27 points. I need them to slow down. Scoring is really slowing down. I think it will. I do wish I waited one more touchdown, though, because then I could have got it at under 64.5. That would have been nice. Maybe I should bet another 50 on under 64.5. Yeah, why not? May as well. I think it's going to be under 59.5. I'll take an extra 5 points. All right, 3:09 to go here in the first quarter. To be fair to you, Tim, scoring will slow down after the fourth quarter, so you might eventually be right. Yeah. What did everyone think of the Sean Taylor statue? Question mark or apostrophes or not apostrophes? Quotation marks is what I meant to say. Yeah, exactly that. It's not a statue. It's pathetic. Here we go. In the shotgun is Hurts. Takes the snap. And he's going to hand it off to Sanders. Sanders trying to bounce it around the outside, and he will not get to the line of scrimmage. Loses a yard on the play. Preston Smith, Douglas, and company all there to stop him. His family said it was fine. Whatever, let them have it. Yeah. What are they going to say? You know, are they really just going to crap on the team for, you know, it is what it is. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers to each side. Takes the snap, Drops back, Hurts throwing it to the left side, and he gets it to what's like A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown makes a guy miss, and he gets up to the 46, maybe 47-yard line, and it's 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. Gain of 23, and they move the chains. Memorial Korak. I find it very utilitarian. 47-yard line for the Eagles. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap, play action. Hurts scans the field, steps up, throwing it underneath. It'll be caught by Sanders, and a gain of about 4 up to the 49-yard line of the Packers. Very Bajas. Uh-oh, that's a reference I don't get. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here for Sanders, and Sanders will get a gain of 4 on the play. So 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Eagles. They should publicly denounce Snyder as owner and demand him sell the team. I hope so, man. I didn't know the type of knowledge that would be in there. What is in that? I don't know. Bauhaus? Gainwell, the single back here for the Eagles. 3 receivers bunched to the left, and 1 now goes in motion. Actually, it's an extra lineman in the game. They're heavy set. And Hurts under center. Takes the snap. Play action. Hurts steps up, avoids the rush, now rolling to the right. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to go right down the sideline. Nobody's there, and he gets all the way to the 5-yard line. And no Green Bay Packers defenders down the right side. And Jalen Hurts noticed immediately. And Jalen Hurts in the first quarter already has 102 rushing yards. Are you kidding me? I wonder if Clinton Portis is in prison, right? Portis was at the game today. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's see if they get a quick touchdown. They're so good here in the red zone. They're going to give them all the way to the 3-yard line. I think that's kind of an odd spot. But timeout is going to be used by the Eagles with 5 seconds left on the play clock before they even got set up. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3. Dude, Sean Taylor mannequin is a travesty to what deems a statue. It's unbelievable. It's so bad. It's so bad. Unbelievable is not the right word, because it totally is believable with how pathetic Dan Snyder is, but it really is pathetic. Called it, give credit where credit is due. Jalen Hurts will have 250 yards rushing, 3 DDs passing. You think he's going to have 250 yards rushing today? Holy smokes, that would be incredible. Bajas' design refers to the design that emerged from the architect Walter Gropius. Bajas was a rational, functional design aesthetic that took a form follow as fun. Fair enough. Handoff up. No, Jalen Hurts keeps it. Rolling to the outside, and he cannot get to the edge, and he will get only a gain of a yard on the play. And that will end the first quarter here. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2 when we come back. Let's take a look here at the first quarter stats. We have Aaron Rodgers. 4 for 7, 65 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Jalen Hurts right now, 3 for 5, 33 yards through the air. He's doing all of his damage on the ground right now. 7 carries, 103 yards for Hurts. Both running backs for the Eagles have touchdowns already. A.J. Dillon, the leading rusher right now for the Packers. 1 carry, 20 yards, and a touchdown. Aaron Jones, the leading receiver, 2 catches, 33 yards. A.J. Brown, the leading receiver right now for the Eagles. Leading tacklers for both teams, you got Adrian Amos with 4 tackles, and also Douglas has 4 tackles. No, excuse me. Ignagbare has Ignagbare has 5 tackles on the day. So he's leading the Packers, and a couple of guys have 2 for the Eagles, Hargrave and Edwards. All right. 2 extra points made by Crosby, 1 for 2 by Elliott, which is the difference in the game right now of 14-13. Looking at the team stats, you got 5 first downs for the Packers, 8 for the Eagles. 102 yards of total offense for the Packers and 186 total yards for the Eagles. What a day for the offenses so far. We got 0 penalties for each team. Third down efficiency, we got 3 for 4 for the Eagles and 0 for 2 for the Packers. But the Packers are 1 for 1 on 4th down, and the Eagles right now are 0 for 1 on 4th down. Eagles are winning the time of possession battle 10 minutes to 5 minutes, and that's what we got right now, 14-13. Packers on top due to that turnover on downs. We got ourselves a game. 42 fantasy points, the max possible. That seems odd. I don't think that's the max possible. Learn more about design aesthetics. True. What up, Kyle? I'm back. Tim, what's good? What's up, bro? Its function as a coat rack. Thus, got what we got. True. He would have scored if he lowered his head, potentially. Tim, did the Eagles waste a timeout there? Absolutely. They're horrible. Why don't you have the play in already? You wasted a timeout. All right, 2nd and goal from the 2. Can the Packers defense hold here? Bunched formation here, shotgun formation, takes the snap, handoff to Sanders, and Sanders will fight into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Eagles, and they go back up on top 19-14, pending an extra point. Will the Eagles go for 2 here? Or will they settle for 1? It looks like they will settle for 1, even though they missed an extra point earlier. And they will have an attempt at it. Their Scott Turner clock management is showing. Yep. Score is really slowing down. Keep betting the over live, bro. Here we go. Takes the snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So it is 20-14 now. Eagles on top. Already 34 points in the game, and we're only 14.5 minutes into... No, not even. First play of the second quarter is already another touchdown. But I'm going to stop betting it. I wonder what it is now, though. I'm definitely going to not bet it, though. The live over-under now is 69.5. So 5 more points added to the game here. They've already surpassed our total in 1 quarter and 6 seconds. True. They did. That was the highest scoring first quarter in all this season. And of course, the day I bet the under. Shocking. This game has 45-35 written all over it. We'll see. We will see. I don't think the Packers are going to score that many more points, though. I really don't. I can see this game ending 41-17 and winning both of my unders. Here we go. Packers under center. A.J. Dillon, the running back. At their own 25-yard line, he takes the snap. Handoff to the left side is Dillon. Dillon cutting it up, and Dillon will fall forward for a gain of 4. Perfect score for my bets. Yep. Never stop. The under will take you to the promised land. Nope, I've already bet 100 on this game. I'll just leave it there. I'm up $200 on the day as long as the Eagles win this game, so I just gave $100 back. It's fine. Still $100 up on the day. How are the Eagles going to lose 3 points, Tim? Because they will. But I see what you're saying. Takes a snap. Hey, pitch play to the right. A.J. Dillon bouncing off tacklers, and he's up to the 41-yard line for the Packers. Big play there on the ground. Another nice run by A.J. Dillon. Oh, man. If you are up 100 on the day, put another bill on the new under. I don't want to give it all back, but I'll bet the under. It's fine. I bet the unders. Just need to stay 64.5, and I basically split. Here we go. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looking. Rodgers. Quick throw over the middle. It'll be caught by Robert Tonyan, and he slips and gets it to the 42-yard line, and here come the Packers. Well, hey, the Packers offense says, screw you, Tim. We ain't slowing down. Boom. All right. Three tight ends on the right. Now Lazard goes in motion to the left. Rodgers in the shotgun, takes the snap, handoff up the middle for Dillon. Dillon trying to get it to the outside, and he will. And it's another nice gain of about 6 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line. This is a bad day for him. Oh, no. 5K subs before 2023. Happy New Year. Potentially. What are we up to? I don't know. We're up to 41-11. That's pretty cool. Here we go. 12 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Dillon goes in motion to the left, takes a snap, play action. He's going to swing it out to him in the flat. He's got blockers in front, and he'll get the first down and a couple more up to the 29-yard line. They give him the 28. So that'll be a new set of downs here for the Packers. 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Dillon heard Tim talking crap. You ain't lying, dude. He's having a day, isn't he? 4 carries, 42 yards and a touchdown, and 1 catch for 8 yards now. Wait, Tim, so since Seattle lost, does that mean Washington is in the playoffs? Talking about playoffs? Yep. They is. All right. Rodgers under center. Man in motion, takes the snap, drops back to pass, scans the field, looking, throwing it over the middle of the field, and it's intercepted! And they get it to the 22-yard line. The Eagles get the ball back here. Blankenship gets the interception, and the Packers are stunned with the second interception by Aaron Rodgers. This one is just a clean pick. Bad decision there by Rodgers. And here comes the slowing down of points. There's a report that Scott Turner is on the NFL owners list for head coaching interviews. Please, someone hire him. You ain't never lie. Rodgers is done. This is the year of the washed. Yep, I guess so. With him and Wilson and everybody, yeah. Yeah, he's going to wish he can get that back. Absolutely. So the Eagles will start this next drive on their own 22-yard line here with 11:12 to go in the second quarter. Rodgers, Wentz, Wilson, Carr. Carr is actually having a pretty good year. People like to hate on Carr, but statistically speaking, he's like top 5, I think, in most statistical categories. I know their record is bad. All right, 15 touchdowns is pretty low, but only 15 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. He's got 2,400 yards, but that does not include what he did today. He had 295 yards and 3 touchdowns, but 2 more interceptions, 69 completion percentage today. They did end up winning the football game. So Let's look. 2022 NFL passing yards. Passing leaders. Derek Carr is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in passing yards. So he's top 10 in passing yards. Touchdowns, he's probably way lower, though, if we look at touchdowns. Yeah, he's right here. No, 3 more. He's at 18 touchdowns. No, he's right there around 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, he's 8 in passing touchdowns as well. Passer rating, I don't know where he would be in passer rating. Oh, forget this stat. They got all sorts of people in here. Christian McCaffrey's number 1 passer rating. That's funny. But yeah. So he's top 8 in statistical category. So he's really not having a bad year. It's just the team is not winning. Cargo vroom. That's right. Tim is doing the decontextualized stat thing. It's much different than talking about, like, Aaron Rodgers statistically is not very good this year. Or, what's his name? Russell Wilson is completely horrible this year. Wentz is terrible this year, right? Well, I guess statistically he finished not very good. At the beginning, he started off hot as a firecracker, but eventually he was not very good. Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line for the Eagles. Takes the snap, play action. Hurts scans the field, looking, throwing it to the left, and it will be caught by Devontae Smith for a first down. Gains about 16 on the play. They give him 17 on the play. I just don't want Ron trading for Carr. That's my offseason nightmare. I got you. Yeah, I don't really want Carr either, to be honest with you. All right, in the shotgun, takes the snap, handoff this time, and there's a yellow thing on the field, but I believe it's a glove from one of the Packers. They will gain about 4, maybe 5 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up for the Eagles. Right now, the Eagles averaging just a small 8 yards a carry. Blankenship is an undrafted free agent from Middle Tennessee, a 5-year starter for them. That's pretty cool. Here we go. Takes the snap. Handoff. No, Jalen Hurts keeps it up the middle, and he's got plenty of room to run, and he's tackled inside the 40, but hold on. There's a flag on the play. This might be coming back. This could be coming back. I would love to get Justin Fields. That would be awesome. Personal foul. Defense. Oh, defense gets called for the foul. Personal foul adding 15 yards into the end of the play. Adrian Amos gets called for the penalty for cut blocking. Ooh, scary there for Johnson on the knee. Hopefully he's okay. All right, 1st and 10. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Eagles well inside Packers territory yet again. Here we go. Kez Watkins goes in motion. Takes the snap. Play action. Hurts rolling to his right. Scans the field, trying to get around to the edge. And he's just going to keep it and run out of bounds after a gain of about a yard or 2. 9:37 to go here in the second quarter. The clock stopped for a moment, but now continues to roll. All right. Here we go. 2nd down and 8 at the Packers' 22-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Here comes a blitz. Hurts is going to keep it. Rolling to his right side now. Scans and just has to get rid of it. Good defense there by the Packers. There is a flag on the play, though. What's the flag going to be? Might be an illegal man downfield. Caleb Williams will be the first pick. I liked him a lot yesterday. I watched that game. Ineligible man downfield. Penalties declined, and they'll set up 3rd and 8 here for the Eagles. But yeah, number 56 was a couple yards downfield when it was thrown. So 3rd and 8 here for the Eagles. But Caleb Williams was a lot of fun to watch for USC. I liked him a lot, actually. So yeah, we were definitely not going to get him. I think he should be the number 1 QB off the board based on what I've seen, but I thought that was fun. Here we go. Hurts in the shotgun, 3rd and 8. Puts A.J. Brown in motion from right to left. 3 receivers bunched to the left now. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw over to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown has to bounce it outside, and he will get... Oh, he fumbles! The Packers have it! Going the other way! One man to beat with Hurts! And he does make a miss, but now the offensive line... No, he runs into each other! Stays on his feet! Walker somehow runs out of gas, and A.J. Brown fumbles the football, and now the Packers have it the other way. What a game this is becoming. Oh my goodness. Quay Walker, the rookie first-round pick, sees that the ball went outside, runs all the way out there. Number 20 is the one that forced the fumble. And Quay Walker is exhausted at the end of this. And he had the Eagles running into each other like the Three Stooges. A.J. Brown, costly fumble. And now the Packers all of a sudden have the football within striking distance. Slowing down turnovers in the red zone. Yep, that's back-to-back turnovers right outside the red zone. That man needs some work on his conditioning. He looks worse than James Harrison. Well, you're going against the Eagles offense, and they've played already a lot of plays. Pitch play to the left side is Jones. Jones getting outside. He has blockers in front, and he gets to the end zone. Wait, there's a flag on the play, though. This might be coming back. It's going to be a hold on Green Bay, so the touchdown will not count. Holding at number 74, and that'll move them back. It's Jenkins. So now instead of a touchdown, it's going to be 1st and 20. Let's take a look here. Does he actually get called? Was it a good holding call? Yeah, he kind of tackled him to the ground. Yeah, he tackles him to the ground. That's pretty easy call there against Hargrave. They're saying he powered him. I don't know. Maybe. 8:32 to go here in the second quarter. It's going to be 1st and 17 at the 20-yard line. Aaron Jones motions over to the right. They usually like to go that quick out to Aaron Jones on this 4-man receiver to the right. And pumping. Now they're setting up the tight end screen the other way, but the Eagles are all over it. And the Packers are going backwards. And now all of a sudden it's going to be 3rd down and 20. Or 2nd down and 20, rather. That's a pancaking baby. Where's the maple syrup at? I don't know. Because he had his left hand on it and he also tugged. Like the right hand was okay, but the left hand, it looks like he kind of tugged him. I don't know, man. The refs took the under live too, it seems. Here we go. 2nd and 20 at the 23-yard line of the Eagles. 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap. Rodgers steps up, rolling to his right, avoids the rush, now going to the end zone, and has his man Aaron Jones! Aaron Jones gets the touchdown anyway, and the Packers get another touchdown, pending an extra point to take the lead back. Holy smokes, we have a shootout here in Philadelphia. Oof. She got canceled 2 years ago? Who are you talking about? In Canada, here in America, we use Aunt Jemima. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is no good! And we're tied up 20-20. And O'Donnell misses, or the hold's O'Donnell, right? The kicker is Crosby. And it's tied up 20-20 in Philadelphia with 7:41 to go in the second quarter. Jeez Louise, what are we watching here? This is one of the strangest games we've seen. What's the over-under now? Let's see what the live over-under is. The live over-under is now 70.5. What happened to Mrs. Butterworth? No idea. There's your under, Tim. 2 missed extra points. Could you imagine? If they score 58 points in this game, that'd be hilarious. They're at 40 total points. They're in 40 total points. I'm in trouble. 40 total points definitely puts me in big trouble. Probably should have taken the over. Oh well, what are you going to do? They should make a rule where on kickoff it goes through the uprights. You get a complimentary point. That'd be funny. By the third quarter, the live over-under will be 8,983. I'd probably take the over at that point. Well said indeed. Yep. 40 total points already. So I can't have 3 more touchdowns in this game. There's already been 6. So you're saying there's a chance. One time my dad had bet the over before the game, and the over-under was 41.5. Or maybe it was 42.5. I know the game. It was Chargers versus Broncos, 42-0. I'm pretty sure it was this rivalry. Let's just check. I'm pretty sure it was this rivalry. 40. It should have been 42-0. This was quite a few years back. Not that long though. It should have been somewhere in here. Was it this 41-3 game maybe? No, it couldn't have been. I think it was a Chargers game though. Takes this and return for the Eagles, and he gets right around the 28-29 yard line. Shoot, maybe it was the Chargers Raiders. Darn it. I got to find the right game. But the point is they scored like 41 points in the first half alone and then didn't score another point in the second half. It's crazy. Here we go. 1st and 10. 7.5 to go here in the second quarter. Quick throw over to the left side. It'll be caught by Sanders, and Sanders will fight for a couple of extra yards. Gains about 6 on the play. 7.5 to go here in the second quarter. Oh, Tim, you're all hyped about how the Redskins not playing today. You've never been that ticked on stream. Yeah, I was pretty upset. I still don't exactly understand why it wasn't working, but what are you going to do? Walmart sponsors a camera, huh? All right, here we go. 7.5 to go here in the second quarter. 2 receivers to each side. Hurts in the shotgun. Here we go. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Pumping. Prying time. Now has to roll to his right. And he's going to get tackled from behind. Sacked by number 47. And it's third down and long. Hollins makes the play. And let's see what the Eagles have, man. He was 2 for 2 for field goals, and that was the key to winning today. He only missed one extra point. Yeah. What's with kickers and missing extra points? It's much harder to do now that they moved it back. Like, it literally went from like a 97% or 98% success rate to like a 91 or 92%. It was significant moving it back to I believe a 35-yard field goal now? Takes a snap, drops back, pressure's coming, and he has to just get rid of it, and that'll be a quick 3 and out. And the Packers will get the ball back, and now the scoring is going to start to slow down, right? All right, 5:55 to go in the second quarter. Packers will get the ball back in a tied ball game here, 20-20. Why are they bothering passing the ball? Hurts is averaging over 2, and Sanders is over 9. Yeah, it's nuts. There's the kick. 10. Yeah, that's true. And it's a weird punt, but it's actually a decent punt. It bounced out of bounds right around the 18-yard line, but it was more of a line drive to the out of bounds. So the 18-yard line is where Aaron Rodgers and the offense will start their next drive here. And let's see if they can't continue to play well. If you take away the 2 interceptions, this offense is really humming. They already have they have 172 yards of total offense. We still have 6 minutes left here in the second half, so well on pace for 400 yards of total offense here tonight. Who thought this was going to be an Eagles blowout? I did. I know I thought at 13-0, I thought this was going to be quite the thing. But I did say that they were down 14 points against the Cowboys and made their way back, so I did not think they were dead. But at the same time, if you would have told me which one should you bet on, I would have bet the Eagles. I literally actually did almost bet the Eagles like minus 11.5 earlier or something. Like, I thought about it, but I decided, you know what? I'll just leave it be. Still might be an over yet. Well, now I don't want it to be. I want it to be an Eagles victory. 34-20 will be good. Or how about 29-20? 3 more field goals for the Eagles to win the game, and we just stop all scoring from both teams. What's the line on Aaron Rodgers throwing pick number 3? I wonder if that's on there. I don't know how to find all the prop bets yet. I'm not that good at that. You know who's having a very great season, and we were just talking about him like he's great? Montez Sweat. He is top 5 in PFF rankings. Interesting. He has moments for sure. I like me some Montez Sweat. I'm glad we got him. I wanted to pick him that year at pick number 15, but we did trade up for him, and I was very, very happy. Maybe Philly will score half more points. Maybe. Sweat has 7 sacks right now, right? Is that true? It might be right. Six sacks, but that might not be updated. Did he have 1 today? I don't remember. But excellent in the run game. Good. Is Andrew Norwell top 5 in PFF? Not quite. His PFF is way too high, though. All right, here we go. All right, under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Rodgers in the shotgun, takes a snap, handoff to A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon running again for a nice gain of about 8 or 9 yards or so. Both teams running at an extremely high clip. I mean, you have like 8 yards a carry, a little over 8 yards a carry right now for the Eagles, and you have 7 yards a carry for the Packers. 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Is Sue playing for the Eagles tonight? I haven't noticed him yet. So much for all that added run support. You ain't lying. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Rodgers in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Aaron Jones this time, and Jones will get the first down and a few more. Gains 5 on the play. First down and 10 coming up for the Packers up around the 32-ish yard line. Sue's in there, number 74. Gotcha. Yep, there he is. Number 74. I just saw him. Yep. So he is in the game. He is old as dirt, though. 33-yard line. Rodgers under center. Takes the snap. Play action. Sets up to throw. And he's going to avoid the sack, but not the second. And Josh Sweat comes up with the sack. And that'll bring up second down and long. Maybe 13. Second and 13 coming up for the Packers. And Ndamukong Suh got the initial pressure. You guys asked for him, and there he is, right off the gate. Right after you said something about him, he gets a little pressure on Aaron Rodgers, had to avoid it, and Josh Sweat cleans up the sack. Here we go, second and 13. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap, drops back, quick throw over to the right side, and it will be a nice tackle by Darius Slay. It would be a decent gain, though. Maybe a gain of about 8 for Randall Cobb. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up for the Packers. We open at 1.5 road favorites against the G-Men. Interesting, really. That kind of surprises me, to be honest. PFF doesn't like B-Rob? Oh, jeez. All right, 3rd and 5. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers puts a man in motion, 2 receivers to each side. Eagles showing blitz. Takes the snap. They don't blitz, though. 4-man rush. Rolling to the right. Pressure coming, and down goes Aaron Rodgers. Under 3 minutes and counting now here in the second quarter. And Fletcher Cox comes away with a sack, and a couple of sacks there stall out the drive for the Packers, and they will be forced to punt. I told you scoring was going to slow down eventually. All right, 4th and 14. O'Donnell in to punt it away. The snap and the kick. And it will be fair caught at the 30-ish yard line here. So the Eagles will have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning with 2:16 to go here in the second quarter. Before the day's game, they had him graded at 78. Interesting. We'll have the scoring of the first quarter. If it keeps at this rate, Tim might be hit his bet. Maybe. Maybe. I'm definitely not in great shape. That's for sure. But the Eagles are usually known to score early, and then they slow down in the second half. They are in a dogfight, though, against the Packers. But the game is far from over. Anything could happen. That would put the final score at 45. What's the... Yeah. Here we go. 2:16 to go here in the second quarter. 3 receivers to the left. Gainwell motions back into the backfield. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Play action. Looking, throwing it underneath, and it'll be caught by Watkins. Watkins makes a guy miss, and he gains 4 yards on the play. Looked like Watkins was going to maybe even lose a yard. And yet somehow he gets out of bounds, and now the clock will run down to the 2-minute warning. And it'll be 2nd and 6. So the Eagles got the ball first, so the Packers will get the ball to start the second half. The Eagles would like to get something on the board before the end of the half. How's my 5-leg parlay doing? I just need the Eagles to win outright, and I got it. But so it's a coin flip right now. Tim, did you watch any of the Thanksgiving games? I did watch a bit of the Thanksgiving games. Not a lot. There was a lot going on. My family's a big family, so there was a lot to do, a lot of people to hang out with and talk to. So I watched more of the Vikings and Patriots game because I had a lot riding on that one. But even then, I didn't really care too much about what was going on. So it was a shootout, though. PFF score of 80 this season for the season is very solid. It is. But then again, it all depends. Like, what do running backs normally get graded, you know? $78.4. I wish they put like position ranking here because running backs might just be a position that get graded quite highly. Like, what is Aaron Jones PFF? I'm curious. Like, you know, like 87.1. What's AJ Dillon? All right, 70.3 for AJ Dillon. I know Jonathan Taylor's having a rough year. Statistically, at least. Yeah, he's at 64 PFF. So 78 is probably still pretty solid. Are you going to do any of the Christmas Day games? No, I will be on a cruise ship that day. I'm still thinking about how I'm going to figure out how to do the Washington games. I don't know. Maybe I will see if, like, ProTech can do the main, like, StreamYard thing and then call me in. And maybe I can do it from my phone, but it'll be weird. Here we go. 2 receivers each side. Takes the snap. Hurts looking. Quick throw over to the left side, and it'll be incomplete. Looking for A.J. Brown. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 here with 1:56 to go in the second quarter. Josh Jacobs is the highest graded running back. Josh Jacobs had a heck of a day. He had like an 87-yard touchdown run to end the game. That's unbelievable. I've always loved Josh Jacobs, though. Josh Jacobs is a stud. Here we go. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion, wide, out wide to the left. Hurts in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops back. Looking, steps up over the middle, has a man wide open as A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown crosses midfield and will get tackled up at about the 49, maybe 48-yard line, depending on the spot. And the Eagles trying to get into field goal range. Here we go. 2 receivers to each side. 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Hurts in the shotgun. 1:25 to go. They're saying rip, rip, rip. Here we go. Takes a snap. 5-man rush. Quick throw over to the left side. It'll be caught by Gainwell and out of bounds up to about the 41-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd and 3. 1:16 to go, and the clock stops. Still 2 timeouts for the Eagles. New Coke over old meth. I would not trade for Davis Mills, no. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back. Hurts looking, scans the field. Pressure coming! And they get to him! Preston Smith and number 90. Who's that? Number 90. Come away with a half sack. It's Reed. Jaron Reed. Former I think 2nd round pick out of Alabama to the Seahawks, or maybe he was a 1st round pick, actually. I remember looking at him in the 2017 draft, I believe it was, or 2016. I think it was the 2016 draft, the same year we drafted Josh Dotson. Doesn't look all that great, but at the time, our defensive line was horrible. That was, of course, before we took Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Montez Sweat, Chase Young, all that stuff. Our defensive line was just atrocious. And I remember Alric Robinson, I think his name was. Or something like that. It was some weird name. And both of them were the Bama boys. I thought about them. But nope, we didn't go that way. Here we go. 2 receivers each side. 3rd and 14 now for the Eagles. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Blitz coming again. Quick throw over to the left side. It'll be caught by Smith. And Smith will get close to the first down marker. And now that'll definitely set up a 4th down attempt here for the Eagles. 55 seconds left. And the Packers... Oh, it's an injured Packer here. So that will have to use a timeout for Green Bay. That'll be their 2nd timeout used. It'll be 4th and 1. Aldrick Robinson? Yeah, I think that's who it was. Aldrick? Yeah. He was a 6th rounder for us. We didn't draft Aldrick Robinson. He was drafted in the 2nd round. No, it was a defensive tackle, not Aldrick. Sorry, not Aldrick Robinson. He was the receiver return guy. No, this was a different. Or no, A'Shawn Robinson. That's who it was. A'Shawn Robinson. That's who it was. A'Shawn Robinson. He was 2016 draft, and he was drafted the same year Jaron Reed was. Well, not Aldrick. Sorry, I couldn't remember quite his name, but yeah, A'Shawn Robinson. Shame we can't get Will Anderson to complete the Bama D-line. That would be pretty sweet. But yeah, most likely he'll be long gone. I picked up a border from the women's shelter. What? I don't even know what you're talking about, Neil. I don't think Devontae Smith is that good. Devontae Smith is pretty dang good, dude. He is. Here we go, 4th and 1. They're going to go QB sneak here. Jalen Hurts trying to get him to jump. Didn't work the first time. Now takes a snap. Jalen Hurts will take the snap and get the first down easily. Still going, actually. And he stayed on his feet. And it'll finally go down here. He actually, it's funny, he could have probably potentially fought for more. But 38-37, clock continues to run. They're at the 35-yard line. That'll be a 53-yarder for Elliott. Plenty of leg for that. Takes the snap. Pressure's coming. Hurts rolling to his right side, trying to get around the edge. He will, pumping, and runs out of bounds for a loss of 1. There is a flag in the secondary. Uh-oh, this could be defensive holding. That'll be a 5 yards extra. .24 seconds remaining. Let's see what the flag is. It's probably going to be holding defense number 29. An automatic first down, 5 yards added to it. So that'll set up a 48-yard attempt. Oh, yeah. Easiest holding you've ever seen in your life. Oh, my goodness. He grabbed Devontae Smith's shirt, and it pulled 2 feet off his back. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to each side. Hurts in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, looking, scanning, going deep, and incomplete. Looking back shoulder for A.J. Brown. And Jair Alexander all over A.J. Brown. And it's 19 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Jair Alexander wanted a push-off from A.J. Brown. Didn't get the call. They're showing the replay. Let's take a look here. Oh, yeah. That's actually a fair assessment. He just shoves Jair Alexander. Interesting no call. And that may have knocked him out of field goal range if they did call it. But here we go. It's not called, so it's 2nd and 10. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going deep. And back shoulder. It's caught. Quez Watkins And the Eagles get a touchdown right before the half with 13 seconds remaining, and it's Kez Watkins coming away with a touchdown on Douglas. And this Eagles is humming. Wow. 26-20 now. Yikes. Joey Sly is 18 of 20 on field goals this year, and he has missed only 2 extra points. No need for a kicker. Yeah, I'm not a Joey Sly anti-Sly guy. Here we go. Snap, hold, kick is up, kick is good. So it's 27-20 now. Philly on top. So we're already at 47 points. The over-under is 70.5 right now. Miles Sanders and Aaron Jones to combine for 150 yards rushing. They're at 77 yards now. That's interesting. Miles Sanders, 75-plus yards rushing. And A.J. Brown, 75-plus yards receiving. They should get there, right? 24 yards for Sanders needed, and then 35 yards for A.J. Brown. What do you guys think about that one? Miles Sanders and Aaron Jones to combine for 150. No, I don't like that one. Can't wait to see the bowl Maryland go to. Oh, yeah, Maryland should be in a bowl. True. Oakland at the Kingdom was awesome. True. All right. I could fully teach a class on useless info 101. That's funny. All right. So that will bring us to halftime. 27 Eagles, 20 Green Bay. All right. So Jalen Hurts, 11 for 17, 128 yards and a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 9 for 13, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. We have A.J. Dillon, leading ball carrier right now for the Packers. 5 carries, 51 yards and a touchdown. Leading ball carrier for the Eagles, you guessed it, Jalen Hurts. 10 carries, 126 yards. Miles Sanders, though, having a good day. 11 carries, 51 yards, and 2 touchdowns. We have Aaron Jones, leading receiver for the Packers. 3 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown. And leading receiver right now for the Eagles, A.J. Brown. 3 catches, 40 yards, no touchdowns. A.J. Brown did lose a fumble earlier. Leading tacklers for both teams, we got 6 tackles right now for Douglas and 6 for Ignagbare. Ignagbare? I can never say that guy's name. Why is he still the leading tackler? Leading tackler right now for Philly is T.J. Edwards has 3 and Josh Sweat has 3. And Josh Sweat also has a sack and a tackle for loss. Fletcher Cox has 2 tackles for loss and a sack. So good days right now for them. Jake Elliott, 3 for 4 on extra points. Mason Crosby, 2 for 3. 1 punt for each offense. Looking here at the team stats, we have Green Bay with 10 first downs, Eagles with 16. 0 for 3 on third down right now for the Packers. 4 for 8 for the Eagles. 1 for 1 on fourth down, though, for the Packers, and 1 for 2 for the Eagles. Eagles over 100 yards of total offense more than the Packers. We have 3 penalties for 30 yards against the Packers. None right now for the Eagles. And the Eagles have the time of possession 16.5 to 13.5. And this is a super high scoring affair. 27-20. Eagles on top. Man, what the heck is the Odell Beckham story? Was he on pills or syrup? I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Check Twitter post. Let's do it. What up, Yuki? All right, let's go to Twitter posts. Where's the jump to present thing? Whatever. Here we go. All right, what do we got here at the Twitter posts? We have, this is the first week multiple teams won on a 2-point conversion in the final 2 minutes of regulation since the NFL added the play in 1994. Just 2 teams ever had a game-winning 2-point play in the final 15 seconds before. The Jaguars and the Chargers did it today. Interesting. Mike Evans is the 5th active player to reach 10,000 receiving yards. Good for him. 5th active player to do so. The Jaguars were 0-162 since 2000, down by 7+ points in the final 2 minutes prior to today. Oh, Trevor Lawrence making a play, I see. Receiving touchdowns right now. Travis Kelce has 12. He has more receiving touchdowns than several teams this season. That is hilarious. Good for Travis. Josh Jacobs, 303 yards from scrimmage against the Seahawks, broke the Raiders' single game record by 47 yards. Had an 87-yard touchdown run to beat it. That's amazing. Most passing touchdowns in the first 3 seasons in NFL history of Dan Marino at 98, Justin Herbert at 87, Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning also there with 86 and 85. So Justin Herbert still has more to go, so he could become the youngest to ever get to 100 touchdowns if he just throws 13 more the rest of the way, which is very doable for him. The 49ers defensive ranks are in points per game, yards per game, rushing yards per game, rush yards per rush, first down / game first, passing touchdowns first. Jeez. Have a day, huh? Or have a season, rather, for the 49ers. Where things will stand after Week 12's action, current playoff picture. There he is. Washington would play Minnesota in the first round of the playoffs. Get an extra chance at them. That'd be fun. That would be fun. Running back Elijah Mitchell sustained a possible MCL sprain during Sunday's win over the Saints. Mitchell dealt with an MCL sprain earlier this season, but the team suspects this one is not as bad. Got it. Darnell Mooney likely needs season-ending surgery to repair his torn ligaments. Ouch for the Bears. Rams head coach Sean McVay told reporters that wide receiver Allen Robinson needs a foot surgery and will miss the rest of the season. Tough. Dolphins left tackle Duron Armstead suffered a pec strain per me and Tom Pelissero. That is not as bad as the originally feared. He'll miss some time, but the hope is he would be back on the field at some point relatively soon. Armstead has played through a lot in his career. Wow. The Seahawks currently have the number 3 overall pick in next year's draft via Russell Wilson trade. Pretty sweet, huh? Mike White's 149.3 pass rating was the best for a Jets QB since Geno Smith had a perfect 158.3 against the Dolphins in 2014. That is hilarious. All right. Thank you for the Twitter post there, Yuki. Appreciate it. Tim, are you going to see the statue? I saw the statue. I know what the statue looks like, and it's pathetic. In the 80s, Seattle moved to the AFC West and Tampa went to the NFC North. Well, you mean NFC South? Or is that another thing? I don't know what you mean. 2:30 p.m. today, 8 teams had 10 points. First time in NFL history. Is that is that one of those funny joke things? What's the difference between Justin Herbert and the other 3 on the list? Winning records, right? Probably. Even though Peyton Manning's record was horrible to start. Will Lamar Jackson get that big contract? Absolutely. Absolutely. A reminder that Wentz still has more passing TDs than Russell Wilson. That's an unbelievable stat, isn't it? Hurts needs 54 yards to break NFL rushing record for QB Michael Vick. What? Hurts needs 50. Oh, no. You're talking about in a single game? No, Justin Fields broke that earlier. The other three made the playoffs in the first 3 years. True. Buccaneers got run on today. They did. I love Fields. I secretly wish the Giants would trade for him. Even though I drank Daniel Jones Kool-Aid. That's funny. A reminder that Taylor Heineke has a better winning percentage than Justin Herbert. True. I hate the Niners too. Me too. What up, Big Money Sonny? We have a potential team making a NFL playoffs with a losing record in NFC. Get it together. Yeah, we've been there, haven't we? Fields won't last. Been saying that for 2 years. He must learn to protect his body. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch enough Bears games to agree or disagree with you, but I do like Justin Fields a lot. No problem. Watch out for us, Tim. Yeah, you guys are good, man. 0 points in the second half for the last 4 games. It's pretty impressive. Tim, would you going to get for what? What are you going to get for Cyber Monday? Is that what you're asking? I don't know. It's a good question. Another Snyder distraction. Yeah, I can see that. Who's going to win the NFC South? I think it'll be the Buccaneers. Reference to Jonestown. It's another reference that's going over my head. I don't hate the 49ers per se, but I hate Montana. I gotcha. Join Tim's Discord if you haven't already. Yeah, if you want, you can join the Discord in the description below. Appreciate that. You can also subscribe to the channel. We're at 4,114 subscribers. That's a pretty cool number. 4114. You could also support the channel if you would like for 99 cents a month. You become a member. Hit the join button next to the subscribe button. You can help support the channel that way. Get some cool emojis on there. And there's also a Patreon that somebody apparently went on and supported today that I don't think anybody else was supporting. So thank you for becoming a patron. That's pretty cool. Goes straight into his bank account, nowhere else. That's right. Teams with losing records have won playoff games. It doesn't matter how you get in. Once you're in, you're in. Well, there's one team that has won a playoff game with a losing record, and that was the Legion of Boom. What did they call it? The Earthquake, or Marshawn Lynch's Earthquake. I don't know why y'all hate us. We didn't do anything to y'all. It's because of the Kyle Shanahan connection. It was a sour taste in people's mouth when he left, and it was a whole weird thing. And so some people feel a certain way about Kyle Shanahan. Cyber Monday, nice. Yo. Montana Yuki, Montana. Is it Barnyard time? Absolutely. We're just going to watch Barnyard for the rest of the day. How about that? Jonestown was a cult that moved to South America, and they did a fantastic... Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Did Cosme play the whole game? We gave up 0 sacks today, boys. Cosme, I think, played the whole game. I did see him in several minutes. Maybe he didn't. I don't remember seeing Lucas or not, honestly. We'll look at the film on Tuesday. That male cow with udders? What? How was my Thanksgiving? My Thanksgiving was pretty good. How was yours, Yuki? So Texans have a chance at playoffs. Beastquake, that's what it was. Thank you, Kyle. Beastquake, there it is. I knew there was a term for it, and I could not think of it off of my head. So the Texans have a chance at the playoffs. Is that true? Do they? Are they not mathematically eliminated, technically? No. They are mathematically eliminated. Yeah, it's impossible. Like, because there's what? You have 1-9-1. That's 11 games. You have 6 games left. So even if you won all of the games, that would put you at 7-9-1. But the problem is that, like, if you look at it, like the Patriots and Jets, I think, no, they don't play again. But it's like impossible for all of these 3 teams, 4 teams, 1, 2, 3, 4, to lose every single game. So technically, there's one more loss away from actually being eliminated, or one more win from these teams. But yeah, there's no way that like the Patriots are not winning at least 2 more games, or the Chargers are not winning at least 2 more games. Probably because like the teams will start playing each other, and it's gonna be weird and awkward. Like there's no way mathematically you can be in it. I'm sure. Like, well, technically, yes, if everybody else loses and you get 6 wins, you're in. But I bet if you looked at the schedule, that would start making some other things be weird, you know? You see the controversy from Jerry Jones? I did not. How y'all like y'all's steaks? I didn't eat steaks. Are you a dark meat person, Yuki? I don't know. All right, we're going to get the second half on the way, and we're going to get a return here out of the end zone for Nixon, running to the middle of the field, and he's got a beautiful return here, past the 35, past the 40, tackled at the 46 or 47-yard line by Nixon. And if you remember how it started the night, where he fumbled in the end zone and then only slipped at the 9, pretty good returns here from him since, and he's making it a better day. Yeah, I think my unders are probably screwed, but that's all good. We should be ranked in the top 15 now, probably. Yo, Tim, it won't let me join your channel for support. I'm on my phone, but I'm using Safari browser. I don't see the join link. That's annoying. I don't know what to do with the iPhone, and I don't know how exactly best to do it. I have to look up the description and put the link in the description, and I'll tell you how. Here we go. Takes a snap. Pitch play to the right. And it will be a gain of 2 for Aaron Jones up to the 49-yard line. 2nd and 8. How many receiving yards did Terry have today? Not very many. 48, I believe, on 5 catches. Okay, Tim. Giants are good at running and making high percentage throws. They have a great kicker and really want to stop a 3-game slide. Yikes. All right, 4:15 to go here in the third quarter. Rodgers in the shotgun. There's a mist over the field right now. DeGuara goes in motion, takes the snap, handoff to the to the left side is Aaron Jones trying to get to the edge, and he will not get there. Great tackle by Blankenship, the undrafted rookie free agent. And he will only gain maybe a yard on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Packers. Tim, when are the COD streams starting again? Dude, I watched a video on COD, what was it, yesterday? And they ruined that game. It looks horrible. Did you ever think having subscribers on your show? I don't know what I thought when I first started. It's pretty cool. Here we go. Jones in motion from right to left. 3 receivers to the right now. Rodgers, empty backfield, takes the snap. Here comes a blitz. Pressure's coming. He avoids the rush, but no, he cannot. Down goes Rodgers. Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox get the sack. And that will force a punt here for the Packers. That's a big blitz coming there. Nobody was open in this. Let's see. Did he miss anybody? Not really. Maybe underneath he could have hit his check down earlier, but he tried to avoid the rush. And yeah, he was trying to go that way, but Hassan Reddick got a hold of his right arm and did not let him have it. Maybe he needs to take those sleeves off. O'Donnell, there's the kick. You know, he may have been able to throw that football if he didn't have sleeves on. And there's the kick. Beautiful punt right down at the 14-yard line by O'Donnell. So that's where Jalen Hurts and the Eagles will start their first drive of the second half. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers needs to take that long sleeve shirt off. He's always had it, but that just allowed, it was something for Hassan Reddick to get a hold of, and he brought it down. If he had a clean sleeve, he would have been able to throw that football. Tim, when you played football, did you ever get any penalties? I remember one penalty, and it was a holding, which was an absolute bogus call. Outside of that, it may have been my only penalty. I know I got some penalties in practice with false starts. Those were tough. But I never got a penalty false start in game. I think my only penalty was a holding call. And I remember as he was coming, it was on a play action boot, and I was supposed to like basically block for him, and I was there, and he was coming around, and I used my left hand and went up to his shoulder pad, so his shoulder pad went up, and it made it the ref thought I held him, but I never actually. I literally just pushed him open hand, never held him, and they called it a holding call. That's tough. Pull up my film. I don't know if I could. And it would be embarrassing. I would actually love to actually watch the film of my final game. That's film I would actually really like to watch. I never went back and watched that film because I actually had a really good day blocking. I need to go watch that film if I could. If I figured out how to watch my final game, I would. And I would pull it up on the channel. That would be fun. I'm seeing Cyber Monday commercials already. It already started. Makes sense. I mean, we're less than 2 hours away from Monday. I've seen the film. Tim definitely held him. I've seen it. True, Doug. Fair enough. I believe you, actually, over me. I definitely believe you. Did you ever yell at a ref? In football, no. I never yelled at the ref. I wasn't good enough to yell at the ref. At that point, maybe I did kind of yell at the ref, but not nearly as bad as I did in basketball. I grew up playing basketball, and like at high school, I definitely got in some refs' faces. Sleeves, how dare you impede the greatness of Rodgers? True. Tim was getting smoked that game by Norwell, a great offensive lineman on the other team. Yep. True. Tim calls it hugging, not holding. Yeah, it's a much more kinder term. I just gave him a nice little love tap 3 seconds after the play. Here we go. Hurts in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Takes the snap. Drops back, looking, throwing it to the right side, and incomplete. Holding is too rude for the NFL. True. He's a serial hugger. But the real reason I didn't have very many penalties is because I didn't play a lot. Second and 10. 2 tight ends on the right, 2 receivers out wide to the left. Hurst in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Sanders. Sanders trying to get to the edge. He will, and he's going to get the first down and more down the sideline and pushed out of bounds after a nice gain up to about the 35-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 for Miles Sanders. He's up 12 carries and 72 yards. Did you ever do any celebrations? Unfortunately, I never scored a touchdown, so unfortunately I didn't. I don't know what I would have done if I scored a touchdown, too. Maybe just a Gronk spike. But I never scored a touchdown, so no TD celebrations for me. Hurts in the shotgun, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here for Sanders, and he's going to get another nice gain. Gains about 8 yards on the play. He's up to 80 yards on the night. Under 12 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Tim never met a man he didn't hug. Truth. You never celebrated with your team? We never did like any like super. We were a bad football team, guys. We were a bad football team. I never played defense to get a sack, so I can't be Rudy. Second and 2. In the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here for Sanders, and Sanders going to get another nice gain. Stays on his feet. No, finally tripped up at the 30-yard line, and the Eagles are just running it down the Packers' throat here. 14 carries, 108 yards, and 2 touchdowns right now already for Sanders. Have a day. Rudy was offsides, yeah. I was basically my high school's Rudy. Ah, I gotcha. What did you put on your locker? I was very plain Jane. Oh my goodness. Sanders, another run to the left, and he's going to get a gain of 7, maybe 8. And they are just running it down their throats. They're playing hurry up offense too. They have the lead, and they're just continuing to put this defense on their heels. It'll be another 2nd and 2. Ten and a half to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers to each side. Hurts to the shotgun, takes the snap, and Hurts is going to keep it running to the left side. Stutter step, but he will get the first down up to the 17-yard line of the Packers. Did you play on grass or turf? Our home field was grass, but I did play on some turf fields. 7 first-rounders on that defense. Lol. Is that for the Packers? You might be right. 1st and 10. Under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Pumping. Has time. Now has to try buy time, and now he's going to throw it and caught by the tight end, but he's going to lose a couple yards on the play. And it loses 2 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Eagles. Did you ever have a hit that I remember? Not really. Or there's one on defense that comes to mind. But yeah, a couple maybe. I would have to think about it. 2nd and 12. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking to throw. Throwing it backside. Slant! And it's incomplete. I thought it was going to be intercepted almost by Jair Alexander. Devontae Smith slow to get up, but he does get up. So that'll bring up 3rd and 12. Jair Alexander, great coverage here. And no, it was never almost intercepted. It was his hand that I thought was the football, I guess. Devontae Smith, it fell to the ground. Ooh, Devontae Smith may have gotten that ball landed on his gonads, honestly. That might have been why he was a little slow to get up. 3rd and 12. 3 receivers to the left. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking, scanning, going deep. And it'll be caught by Devontae Smith for a first down on 3rd and 12. Jalen Hurts throwing off his back foot with pressure in his face. And it'll bring up 1st and goal. One more win, and we'll have our highest win total since 2016. 8 wins. Wow. Here we go. Hurts handing it off to the right side. It's Gainwell to the edge, and Gainwell will get a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 2, and it's just a matter of time. You could just feel the Eagles are going to score here. Here comes the blowout, right? We'll say something different from time to time. You are very robotic in your posts. I'm very robotic. Oh, no, oh, you're talking about the telling everybody to subscribe? Don't tell them to do so. No, it's all good. I appreciate the telling everybody to subscribe, and it's okay if he's robotic in his post. It's good. It's a good reminder to everybody. I appreciate the thing. It's good. I'm just here to remind you. Yeah, it's good. I appreciate the efforts from Fight for All DC. He's been doing it for a year already or something like that. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. 2nd and goal from the 2. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 27-20. Will Philadelphia go back up by 2 tugs? See what they got in store. Packers defense has got to be absolutely exhausted. They've given up 256 yards on the ground. There we go. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun. Ooh, somebody may have false started. It will be a false start against the Eagles. Offense number 69, Johnson, gets called. No, it's Dickerson, excuse me. And that'll move him back 5 yards and set up 2nd and goal from the 7 now. Not everybody has to chat, but I hear what you're saying, Justin. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't. If he wants to chat, he's welcome to chat. If not, I'm cool. That's all good. Some people just want to listen. You know, they're doing other things. Hurts to the shotgun, takes a snap, looking, quick throw over to the right side, and it'll be caught by A.J. Brown for the touchdown, and the Eagles will go up 33-20, pending an extra point here. 11 plays, 86 yards, 5 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock with 7:19 to go here in the third quarter. One more touchdown ruins my first over on the day. 69 for Dickerson's a great choice. You ain't lying, KP. You ain't lying. But there's several people that just listen to the commentary instead of commenting. It's all good. And I appreciate you, Justin, a whole bunch too. I know you contributed to the chat a whole ton. Especially when you tell me I'm wrong. That's my favorite when you do that. I had never played a snap of varsity to that point, so I had all the adrenaline going. Uh-oh. This is going to sound like a movie, but it's true. It was our homecoming game. We were killing the other team, but the coaches weren't putting in the backups. My parents started yelling to put me in, and slowly the crowd joined in chanting my name to put me in. The coaches noticed and not only put me in, but the backups as well. I never played a snap of varsity up until that point, so I had all the adrenaline going. The other team still had their starters in, and I was getting in the backfield. The QB kept getting it out fast. Then around our 30-ish yard line, I was able to get in there and sack the QB. You literally lived the movie, huh? That's pretty sweet. It's so aggravating because the Eagles are so predictable, but nobody stops it. It's maddening. Yeah, because their offensive line is so flipping good. It really is. This is the first time we've seen 7 wins in November since 2008. Yikes. In 2008, we didn't even make the playoffs, did we? And you laid a pretty good block after a pick. Nice. Jalen Hurts really has 130 rushing yards. He really does. I need A.J. Brown to get 30 more yards receiving. When I had to throw a small bet on that, I had pretty decent odds. Decided to take the Miles Sanders 75 plus and AJ Brown 75 plus. I wish I took the Aaron Jones and Sanders over 150 combined. Miles Sanders and Aaron Jones to combine for 200. Meh. Should have taken the other one, though. Jets cover 20, minus 20.5 for me. Bear down. All right, there's the kick. And it will be bouncing around the 5-yard line. And Nixon will have to return it. He does get it back to the 25-yard line before he's tripped up. And it's 7:15 to go here in the third quarter. When I got to the sideline, everyone was hyping me up in the locker room. I broke down in tears. I just wanted a few plays on varsity, and I got it. There you go. That's pretty cool, man. That's a pretty cool story. All right. Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 25. Here come the Packers. Lazard goes in motion. All right. Rodgers takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he goes quick throw to Watson, and Watson's going to get the first down. Gain of about 10, maybe 11 here. There's a flag on the play. Might be a late hit or a defenseless receiver. Oof. Big Money Sonny with the super chat. Oh, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 32. That'll be 15 yards at the end of the play. It's on Blankenship. Looked like it was head-to-head contact on that hit. Yep. And so they got him with that call. We clapping midgets' cheeks next week, Tim. How do I join your channel, bro? I don't see the option available. I enjoy supporting you. I appreciate that a lot, Big Money Sonny. And as soon as I figure out how, I will let you guys know. I need to do some research on why some people can't see it. But here we go. Takes the snap. Hand off to the left side is A.J. Dillon, and A.J. Dillon's going to get stuffed at the line. And Edwards gets the tackle. Justin Goins, member for 1 month. Got his skin in the game. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate you. But I appreciate the super chats, Big Money Sonny. As soon as I figure it out, I will definitely let you know. I need to figure it out. One sec got me more sacks in the game than some D1 commitments. Teammates, there you go. That's how you join, baby. Boom. There you go. Rodgers in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion. Takes a snap. Handing it off to Dillon. Dillon finds a crease, and he gets another big gain. Gain of 11 on the play. And we're about to cross the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. Daryl Doucette says Green Bay needs to win. Probably not going to happen, right? Skin it to win it. That's right. Get your skin in the game. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Packers. Up to the 38-yard line of the Eagles. Takes the snap. Pitch play to the right side. A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon will cut it up, and he'll get a gain of about 2 on the play. There is a flag, though. We'll take a look at what the flag is going to be. Oh, looks like it's going to be against the Eagles, they say. It's interesting on a run play. Holding defense number 72. 5-yard penalty, and it's an automatic first down on Joseph. Is that Linval Joseph? Yep, Linval Joseph, longtime Charger, now on the Eagles. All right. Up to the 31-yard line go the Packers of the Eagles. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones will spin off some tacklers and get hit at a gain of about 7 on the play up to the 24-yard line. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. If you're the Packers, do you even take field goals now at this point in the game? We'll see. Isn't Jets in the 7th playoff spot? They are currently in the 7th playoff spot. I've never liked that call. Let the defenders do that. Oh, you're talking about that holding? Nah, I don't think it's great. Did someone say the Jets? That's right. Big Money Sonny found a way to get in there. There you go. Quick throw over to the left side, and he's going to get a first down and a couple extras. A.J. Dillon up inside the red zone, up to about the 13-yard line. And that'll be another set of downs. Big Money Sonny becoming a channel member. Appreciate it. Welcome to the squad. I figured it out. Just add/join to the end of your Oh, there you go. That's a great point. Okay, so, all right. I'll add that into my description then. Thank you. Here we go. Put A.J. Dillon in the motion. Takes a snap, quick throw over to A.J. Dillon. And A.J. Dillon will not be able to grab it, but he does pick it up in case it's a fumble. But no, they say it's an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10. I cut out the screaming for my mom, so it's just the sack. There you go. I actually posted my sack in the Discord. There you go. Wow, I didn't realize how many accolades Sue had. 3 All-Pros and 5 Pro Bowls. Yep, he's a pretty great player in his day. DeGuara goes in motion. Pitch play to the right. Aaron Jones gets to the edge, trying to cut it back up. Bouncing off a tackler, and he's going to get a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4. 3.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Son Reddick making the tackle. Definitely high effort play there from number 7. So they're going to get up to about the 8-yard line now. 3rd and 4. It's at the 7. Rodgers in the shotgun takes the snap. Hand off to Jones, and Jones will only get a gain of 1. Now it's going to be a 4th and 3 at the 6. And Rodgers will have a decision to make, and it looks like they're going to go for it here. This is definitely beneficial for my under if they can get stuffed here. Is Sue going to the Hall of Fame? No. I think there's too many other controversies, and well, I don't know. He did win with Tampa Bay, didn't he? I don't know. That's actually an interesting one. I don't think he's on Hall of Fame for me, though. All right, 33. Rodgers in the shotgun. 3 receivers out wide to the left. Ooh, looks like a false start, potentially. It is on the right guard. And that'll be 5 yards, and now that will maybe make them settle for a field goal here. And they will now settle for a field goal. That screws me. I didn't need 3 extra points on this game. Rodgers will have a decision to make. Tim just skipped over the head coach. Yeah. We all know who's really making that decision, right? Eagles roster is built deep. If Hurts can play like he is, there's no doubt they can make it further. Absolutely. Eagles are definitely a dangerous football team. Here we go from the right hash for Crosby. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So now it's 34-23, and Aaron Rodgers is going to the locker room. He might be done for the day. So can I get no more scoring the rest of the way? Maybe. Any more scoring other than a safety ruins my under. Hainsworth gave Sue a run for his money. What? Is Green Bay getting a new head coach next year? Nah. Dude, he had like 39 wins in his first 3 seasons. One bad year, I don't think ruins it for him. Playing Madden 23 and 2032, the Giants had gone to 4 Super Bowls in 5 years and won 3 of them? Jeez. Sue's been a Pro Bowler 5 times. I don't know. It's pretty good, and he has a Super Bowl. It's not impossible that he makes it to the Hall of Fame. There's just so many great players over the last decade and a half. It's like, is Sue really in that conversation? I just don't know. I don't know, man. Stop betting the under, yeah. I see pick 6s in your future if Rodgers is done. Maybe. 5-time Pro Bowler and 3-time All-Pro and a Super Bowl win at DT is pretty rare. Potentially. I'm not closing the door on him. I just don't know. Like, he is awesome. Sue isn't as good as that fat on Tampa. That is for sure. Oh, talking about Vita Vea. Vita Vea is a stud, isn't he? In Madden 22, Hassan Reddick had 23 sacks and got past Strahan on the single season sack list. Only problem is that I had 45. Outside of Aaron Donald, Warren Sapp, I can't think of anyone else over the last 20 years who would be a better defensive tackle. Who was that one for the Patriots? Didn't the Patriots have like a tremendous D tackle in the first set of Super Bowls? What the heck was his name? Somebody will remember it in the... Yeah, Wilfork, Vince Wilfork. He played the nose. Yeah, Richard Seymour was a linebacker though, right? Tackled at the 26-yard line. Maybe 27, so that's where Eagles will start this next drive with 1:58 to go here in the third quarter. Stop betting unders. I understand, KP. It's too late. Hampton too, but they played the nose. That's a D tackle. Nose is D tackle. And then you have, what is his name? B.J. Raji for the Packers for a long time. He was pretty outstanding. Long-time Packer. Here we go. Takes a snap. Hand off to the left side. No, it's going to be kept by Hurts, and Hurts will fall forward for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up for... And Jordan Love getting warmed up here for the Packers. Willie McGinnis was the best Patriot during their run. He was pretty good. But wasn't he more of an end for McGinnis? Takes a snap. 5-man blitz. Pressure coming. He has to escape to his left. He does. Pumping, and he's going to keep it. You know he was. And he's going to get tackled at the 41-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Akeem Hicks is a stud of a defensive tackle, but he doesn't have that Super Bowl. But Akeem Hicks is a stud D tackle. Oh, Fletcher Cox, of course. Fletcher Cox is definitely better. What about Chris Jones for the Chiefs? 2 receivers to each side. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Takes the snap. Quick throw over to the left side. It'll be caught by Sanders. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 6, maybe 7. Wolford had more All-Pros. Gotcha. But yeah, Chris Jones has been pretty outstanding. Fletcher Cox was also always tremendous. John Randall? That name's not familiar. He said Aaron Donald earlier, but yeah. Aaron Donald, he's one of the best defensive players of all time. Here we go. In the shotgun, takes a snap, play action, drops back to pass. Hurts, pressure's coming, has to escape it. He does, rolling to his left now, pumping, and he's just going to throw it away. Somehow saves the sack. Jalen Hurts, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter here. Philadelphia 34, Green Bay 23. The Eagles are putting down a Christmas situation. Wow. He said Warren Sapp and Aaron Donald originally. We added Vince Wilfork. What about B.J. Raji? How many stuff? What was his stat lines? I know he was tremendous for a while. I also said Chris Jones, Fletcher Cox for sure. Nah, Raji only had 1 Pro Bowl. Okay, fair enough. So he's off the list. But Fletcher Cox, Chris Jones, Vince Wilfork I added. Who else? Brandon Williams for the Broncos. Thought Jack Pardee signed Riggins. I have no idea. Dave West passed away a few weeks ago. Probably the best free agent George Allen ever signed besides Riggins. Maybe. That is sad, though, that Dave Butts passed. Randall played for the Vikings, but he is already in the Hall. I got you. Was he a D tackle? Pot roast, yeah. Brandon Williams played for Baltimore and was drafted by them. Oh, what Williams am I thinking about for... Didn't, in the like Super Bowl era, didn't the Broncos have a Williams at D tackle? Chris Jones is yet to make a first team All-Pro. That's wild. Well, is All-Pro for the entire league? Or is that only on the AFC side? If that's only for the AFC side, that's wild. But if All-Pro is for the entire league, then Aaron Donald's going to take that year in and year out, right? Oh, holy, yeah. So Aaron Donald's always taking the All-Pro. But you get 2 D tackle spots. Interesting. I wonder who else has gotten it over the. Was it Dan Williams? That doesn't sound right. Kyle Williams for the Bills. Is that who you meant? No, there's a guy for the Broncos. I thought they had a Williams. Maybe I'm making it up. I thought they had a Williams on the interior of that line. 3 receivers to the right, takes a snap, handoff to Gainwell. Gainwell slips through the line again, and it's another big play. Jeez. Kyle Williams played for the Bills. No. Look up like the 2015 Broncos depth chart. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was a different... Maybe there's no Williams at all. I don't know who Dan Hampton is. Tim, you're going insane? Probably. What else is new? 2 receivers each side. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Quick throw over to the left side, and it's incomplete. Dangerous throw. 2nd and 10. Cameron Hayward got it. Ooh, Cameron Hayward is definitely been a stud for the Steelers. 2015 Denver Broncos. Sylvester Williams was the nose tackle. Sylvester Williams. So there was a Williams. I wasn't crazy when they won the Super Bowl with Peyton. Here we go. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and spinning around, and he gets a gain of 3 on the play is Sanders. 3rd down coming up for the Eagles. DeForest Buckner is a stud when he played for San Francisco, and he's still really good for the Colts. Cameron Hayward is a DN? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's a D tackle. J.J. Watt will make the Hall? Absolutely. J.J. Watt's ceiling was unbelievable. Unfortunately, injuries made it so he wasn't a first ballot, but he should definitely make the Hall eventually. Here we go. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle here, and it'll be a tackle of 6 on the play. But Williams looks like he's not like a guy that should be considered in the Hall of Fame by any means. The Sylvester one I'm talking about. That's the Williams I just thought of. He must have flashed a couple times. Oh, QB sneak, hurried up. And it looks like he does get the first down pretty easily here on that 4th and 2. Move the chains, 1st and 10. Marcellus Darius got it with the Sioux in 2014. Marcellus Darius, that's a name that I don't remember very well at all. Who did Marcellus Darius play for? Was it Beeson College? I'm not familiar with him at all, off the top of my head for some reason. Bills. Yeah, I guess that was the era of Bills when they stunk. Oh, Gerald McCoy was a stud back in the day. Oh, he's still in the... Wait. When did he... He's a free agent now, But yeah, with Tampa, he was really, really good. He got picked in 2010. Played for Tampa until 2018. He's been on a couple of teams since. But he had a first team All-Pro, 2 second team All-Pros, 6 Pro Bowls. Big 12 Defensive Freshman of the Year. Yeah, he was really good. McCoy wasn't as good as Sue. Probably not. But maybe. I don't know. He was a stud, though. But Sue's a stud. Sue is definitely 100% a stud. Big Jake got screwed. What happened to Jake? I don't know. Is Ed Oliver going to take over the reins for Donald when he's done? No. Forward field. Rodgers out for the game. Yup. Jordan Love. Will Jordan Love have a comeback? Rodgers looked his age walking back to the locker room, didn't he? The answer is the Houston Astrodome. What answer? I didn't even hear the question. Oof. Tampa has understood for a while you got to have a great nose. Just let the rest of your team eat. Yup. Somebody that can eat that double team but not give up ground. It's very important. I wish Stephon Tuitt didn't retire. Dude was great for the Steelers. He was pretty good. But not in this conversation, I don't think. Trent Cole and Hugh Douglas. Trent Cole and Hugh Douglas entering the Eagles Hall of Fame. Good for them. All right, here we go. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff. And another big run here from Scott. And he's going to get into the red zone up to the 14-yard line. The Eagles are over 300 rushing yards on the night. Unbelievable. They have just beat down this Packers team. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This game is all but over. You know who stopped the Eagles' run game? Washington. Well, we stopped him by not letting him on the field, right? Oh, okay, Pack. I need a sack, fumble, or a scoop and score, right? So their Eagles are up by 11 right now. And they're about to score a touchdown, potentially. I probably should take the Eagles 17.5, right? They got to get in there, right? They get a touchdown, and Jordan Love's not going to score shiznat. Jordan Love ain't going to do nothing. Screw it. I don't know, man. Was Justin Tuck a D end? Tuck? Yeah, Tuck had a couple of playoff series, didn't he? Or, man. Who is our last All-Pro? Our last All-Pro was Brandon Sheriff, right? I'm just going to put it up tonight. With the Eagles winning, I'll win 179. The rest of my bets are probably going to lose. So that'll put me at like 370 in my account. So I'll still be up 70 on the day. I'll take it. What position did Asamoah play? OC Asamoah? Asamoah or whatever. OC Asamoah. Or was that his name? What was the other defensive tackle in like 2000 or defensive lineman 2008 Giants New York Giants roster? OC Umenyiora or something? What was his name? Or maybe that was the 2012 years. All right, here we go. Hurts in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw over to the right side, and it's off the hands of Devontae Smith. Incomplete. Wait, didn't they have some weird guy with like a OC or something? Was it 2007 roster? What the heck was his name? There he is, OC Umenyiora. Yeah, this guy. He was off, but he was a D end as well. All right, here we go. In the pistol, takes the snap, handoff to the right side is Scott. Scott cuts it up the middle, and this time nowhere to go. Only gets a gain of about 1.5 yards up to the 13-yard line. Michael Strahan was a D end. He's already in, right? John Beck and Kyle Shanahan were dating? What? OC Umenyiora, yeah, he was a stud back in the day. When you're taking a look at the Giants game, I'll usually watch the Giants on Bad Dog and Entertainer, but I'll check in next week, though. No worries, bro. Here we go. In the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking. Buying time. Rolling to his right. Has to get around the edge. Now he goes back towards the middle of the field. Buying even more time. Turns around. Going to the end zone. And overthrowing Kez Watkins. That'll bring up 4th and 9. And the Eagles will set up for a field goal here. And this will ruin my first of my unders. Fortunately, the scoring didn't slow down quite fast enough. Strahan got in 2014. True. Is the over-under still 70.5? $67.5. There's the kick. It's good. And that'll put them at 37-23 with a 2-touchdown lead with 11:11 to go. 67.5. So they're currently at 60 total points. Under 67.5. I'm just going to let it go. Let it ride. Let it ride. Thoughts on Jordan Love? Disappointment, man. I was very interested in Jordan Love coming out of college. He had a good, strong arm, interesting style, but it is completely not panned out right now for the Packers, rather. He's a no dude Love, that's for sure. It's unfortunately not a very good pick. Linval Joseph was good for the Giants and the Vikings. What? Thought he was a longtime Charger. Am I crazy? Well, your Commanders next, right? We play your Commanders next, right? Yeah, I'll definitely be doing the stream for sure. Coach Allen always had a hard time playing 3-4 defenses from the AFC. He was notorious for getting the last ounce out of cast-off, like Dwayne Thomas, or cast-off players. I gotcha. Love was good at cashing his checks. That's about it, yeah. I was excited for him. I thought he had a good chance of being a very interesting player, but clearly that is completely wrong. Jets had Mark Gastino. That name sounds really familiar. That name sounds really familiar. Love is almost as good as Drew Lock. Drew Lock's better, man. Drew Lock! He's going to be the biggest what-if story of me ever. Joe Klecko. Gastino. What did I say? Didn't I say Gastino? Or Gastino. You're going to say like Gastino instead of Tino? Gastino. I guess is the difference of what I said. Gastino. What if nothing? He started for 2 to 3 years. He was awful. He wasn't, though. He wasn't great. But he never really got handed the reins. He hasn't even started a full year of 2 games. Full 2 years of games. There's the kick, and it will be a touchback. So 11-11 to go here in the fourth quarter. What if nothing? He was awful. How many games has Drew Lock played? Drew Lock stats. He started 24 games in his career. That's it. 24 games. I wish he would be given another chance. I really do, but oh well, what are you going to do? Here we go. Put a man in motion, takes a snap. Handoff to the left side is Jones, and Jones will get no gain on the play. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Tony Segura, God rest his soul. Yep. Old Raven. I never knew him really as a Raven, though. I just knew him as a sideline reporter. His second year, he didn't get 60%. He was inaccurate in college, too. Yeah, he definitely had to clean up some accuracy issues, but a lot of people did. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. There's a lot of inaccurate quarterbacks. Brett Favre. Here we go. 2 receivers to each side. Takes a snap, drops back, pumping, looking, buying time, going to sling it over to the left side. It'll be caught by A.J. Dillon, and A.J. Dillon somehow stays on his feet. How in the world was that? That was weird. His leg went flying up in the air, and he is hurt. He goes to the sideline. What in the world? He got hit by 2 different dudes. His leg went flying around, and yeah, his right leg is not in great shape after that hit. Yikes. All right, 3rd and 5. 4 receivers to the right. Now Aaron Jones goes back into the backfield. So 3 receivers to the right now. In the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Takes the snap, drops back, looking, quick throw over to the right side. He finds his man Lazard, and he'll get out of bounds for a gain of 5. First down, move the chains. Drew Lock has started a hell of a lot more games than Chase Young. That's funny. Go gadget prosthetic leg. Lamar was good in college. Lamar was tremendous in college. Here we go. 2 receivers to each side. Jordan Love under center. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking. Setting up. Throwing over the middle. Caught by Christian Watson. Down the left sideline. He's got speed! And he gets to the end zone and kills both my unders. And I lose the bets. Well, here you go. Now Green Bay only within 8 now. Hold the phone. Christian Watson showing off that 4.3 speed. He got that ball, ran to the left side. Blankenship took a bad angle. Epps couldn't catch him. Oof. That is fast. Well, all of a sudden, the Packers aren't dead yet. There's the kick, and it is good. Where the heck did this Watson kid come from? He's a second-round pick out of North Dakota State University. He's a 6'4", runs a 4.3 speed. He has got some wheels, and he just showed it off here on a Sunday night. And all of a sudden, it's 37-30. Eagles on top. Tim, you know what I want to say, right? Quit betting the unders. I get it. The bigger question is how did he end up at North Dakota State? I think it's more he's not like a pure receiver, but he is definitely a super talented dude. And also North Dakota State's a really good program. Yeah, they're not D1 or anything, but they're a great program. That is the type of speed USC needs, yeah. Eagles hurt, Packers love, yep. Playing on their quarterback names, well played, well played. The Packers should have traded for Nathan Peterman. Yikes. Rodgers scored 3 times, I called for 4. Rodgers only scored twice. No, man, that type of size and speed should be in Power 5 D1. Maybe he could not catch in high school. Maybe. Also, maybe he wasn't 6'4" going into college. Maybe he grew a couple more inches once he got there. Maybe he was only 6'2". I'd rather be a dumb scout than a professional scout. How do they miss his hidden gem in Watson? 6 TDs in the last 3 games. I mean, he was a second-round pick. He was a legit potential weapon here. I compared him to a Chase Claypool. Did you see the QB controversy for Chicago today? Nah, I heard that Nathan Peterman was playing there, and he's horrible. I hope they don't play with Jones in 2 years. Panthers fans think Sam Darnold's a great QB after 1 game? Nah. They just went against Russell Wilson, that's all. All right. 37-30 now. Eagles get the kickoff here and running it back the other way, and it'll be tackled by Scott. He was a transfer from a big school that couldn't cut it. Was he a transfer from big? Maybe. I don't know much about Jordan Love other than he went to North Dakota State. That's all I know. And he was a second-round pick. All right. Under 9 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. The Packers ain't dead yet. True. 21-yard line. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. Sanders slips a couple of tackles and still going, and he will get a first down. This run game is through the roof. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 38 carries, 322 yards. Jeez. Simeon hurt his oblique during one. Oh, I did hear about that. So Shepton Peterson going to start. Then Simeon makes a miraculous recovery and starts? What the heck is going on? Did he play the whole game? 1st and 10. Hurts in the shotgun. Puts Brown in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Handoff. Nope, he keeps it running to the right. Bouncing off a tackler. Rolling to the right side and slides. and it'll be a gain of maybe 1. He gets hit as he was sliding, but I don't think that would have been very fair to throw that flag, so they don't. It'll be 2nd and 8. Oh, man. Hollins couldn't make the tackle on Hurts. Well, if you like flat of Texas, but want to freeze Notre Dame is the place for you, yeah. Not Notre Dame, sorry. North Dakota, yeah. Here we go. In the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looks, steps up. Hurts going to keep it. Slips a tackle and gets tackled from behind, but gets the first down. Jalen Hurts doesn't even look like he's trying to throw. I do need 30 yards to A.J. Brown, so if you can get quick 30 yards to A.J., that'd be cool. Yes, whole game. Scores 10 real quick, then Bears football took over. Hurts or Tua, who would you take as your QB if the option was available? Interesting question. Interesting. Probably... Oh, I don't know. That's a great question. I have to think about that. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here. Bouncing it out Sky to Scott. Stiff arms Quay Walker getting to the edge. And he gets a gain of about 4 on the play. Instead of a loss of 2 or 1, he gets 4. Jeez, pushed out of bounds with 6:23 and counting to go. Eagles looking to put an exclamation point on this game. What's the over-under right now? So it's 67. The over-under, 73.5. So if they had a touchdown, they would go a half point over. Takes a snap. Play action. Rolling to his right is Sanders. Sanders is going to get pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 4. Hurts to his brain much. I think I have to go Hurts as well. I do respect Hurts' game a lot, and he has the ability to have 16 carries for 158 yards. But on top of that, he throws some gutsy throws. I probably would have to go Hurts, honestly. But Tua is a really good player too. But Hurts brings that extra element on the run. He's also a gamer and a great leader. I respect Hurts for sure. 3 receivers to the left. Jalen in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Slips the tackles is Gainwell, and Gainwell. Another first down. 43 carries, 347 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Literally, the Eagles are backwards right now. Usually you see 347 passing yards and 130 or 152 rushing yards. No, they are backwards. Tua is better QB, but with our line, that is an easy formula. Need that QB that can move, yeah. It definitely does depend on the offense, obviously. Here we go. 3 receivers to the right. Hurts in the pistol. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here, and he's going to get a gain of 2 is Kenneth Gainwell. 4.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Does Bama have another QB after Young leaves? Yes, probably. All right. All right, 3 receivers to the right. 2nd and 8. I would love a play-action play to A.J. real quick. Nope, to Kez Watkins, and Watkins gets smacked for only gain of about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. And it will be 3rd down and about 6. Come on, play action, A.J. Brown over the top. I need it. Let's see what we got, though. Not that Milton kid. All he can do is run. I don't know. All right, here we go. Well, good tackle there by Nixon. 3rd and 7. 3 receivers to the left. Hurts in the shotgun. Just over 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Takes the snap. Handoff to Gainwell. Gainwell will get a gain of 3, maybe 4. He does get a couple extra yards there at the end. Fourth down. Fourth and 3. They're going to go for it here. 2:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. If they fail here, all of a sudden Green Bay will have a chance. Hold the phone. Hurts in the shotgun. Hurts trying to get him to jump off sides. And they do not get him to jump, so it looks like they will settle to punt here. Philly uses their timeout, and it looks like they're going to punt and pin them back deep, potentially. They'll bring the field goal unit. What is going on? Ty was number 3 overall recruiting. Oh, you're talking about your different quarterbacks at Alabama. I gotcha. Okay, they will go for a field goal here. Elliott to make it a 10-point game. Here we go. Elliott. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It was good from 61, and it's 40-30 now. Eagles on top. No live bets available. A 40 burger, yep. Unfortunately, the Packers scored too many dang points. I predicted the Eagles would get 40, but the Packers were only supposed to end up with like 17. Remember when 70 points over under seemed impossible to reach? Yep. It was at 70.5. I should have taken the under. Oh, well, what are you going to do? NBC broadcaster just said potential winning record team misses playoffs in AFC and losing record team makes it in the NFC. Yep. Scoring ain't done. Oh, I think the scoring is done. Oh, Nixon with a big return! Oh my goodness! And he gets up to the 46-yard line. Holy smokes, maybe it's not done. Maybe it is not done. 2:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. Said Eagles 47, Packers 37. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Nixon had a horrible start to this football game, and now all of a sudden is having a great game as a return man. But here we go. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Got 2:09 to go. Jordan Love in the shotgun. Empty backfield set. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Love throwing it to the left side. Has a man wide open. It's Christian Watson. And he gets tackled at the 38-yard line. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Packers have 3 timeouts. You get to meet Forrest Gump. What? Wow. Eagles 40, Packers 30. We did very well in the kicking game today. Nothing from Cordell Patterson in the return game. True. Christian Watson's different. Well, now they're playing that soft defense. But, hey, good for Christian Watson, man. 4 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Not too shabby. All right. With 3 timeouts, they're not dead yet. As crazy as that sounds. How much was Philly favored by? 6.5. Here we go. I need an extra point or field goal by Jake Elliott to win my fantasy football line matchup and maintain first place. Well, good luck. Good luck. Especially for a team from the NFC North. Yeah. So 2 minutes to go here. They're at the 38-yard line of the Eagles. That would be about a 56-yard field goal attempt as it sits currently. So yeah, more scoring, please. We'll see. Maybe. Packers will score this drive and get the ball back with 57 seconds left and win. That's my bold prediction. All right. Here we go. 1st and 10. At the 38-yard line. Love in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Jordan Love in the shotgun. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw over to the left side and has him in. It's incomplete. Looking for Aaron Jones down the right sideline. Could not quite connect on the back shoulder throw. Yeah, Aaron Jones definitely should have caught that. It went right between his hands. It was a great throw by by Jordan Love, rather. Christian Watson was put his hands on his head after that drop. Here we go. 1:56 to go here in the 4th quarter. Love in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Love takes the snap, drops back. Quick throw over the middle, has a man. It's going to be caught by Lazard. And the clock continues to move. Jordan Love's going to hurry up to the line here. Wait, Philadelphia uses a timeout here. Why did Philadelphia use a timeout? Philadelphia uses a timeout here. That's strange. Was there an injured Eagle? I didn't quite tell. But great throw by Jordan Love. Blankenship, oh yeah, it does look like he was a little banged up, so that will be a final timeout from the Eagles. So 1:46 to go here for the Packers. Jordan Love out here balling. You ain't lying. Jordan Love right now, 5 for 6, 107 yards and a touchdown. Not too shabby for the young buck. 1:46 to go here in the 4th quarter. Jordan Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Love has some confidence now. In the shotgun, waiting for the clock to run. Takes the tap. Looking to his left, pumping. Now buying time, rolling to his right. He's going to keep it. Now go to the end zone and incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson. And it was not a very good throw there on the move by Jordan Love. 1:39. Philly uses a timeout to check the spread. Right. All right, here we go. 1:39. Jordan Love takes the snap, drops back, looking, throwing it to the left side. It'll be caught by Tanyan, and Tanyan will make it a 3rd and about 4. No timeouts used yet. They need them in case. Minute and 26, 25, 24. Jordan Love inside the red zone, now up to the 15-yard line. Jordan Love, 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap. Love looking, scanning, buying time, rolling to his right. He's now going to throw it to the end zone, and incomplete. Now it's 4th and 4. What will the Packers decide to do? Oh no, the Packers going for a field goal. Packers going for a field goal. And the field goal will be good. All right, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it would have gotten over that 70.5. What do you know? So now it's 1:08 to go here in the 4th quarter. They'll go for the onside kick. Hey, it's not over yet, technically. Not dead yet. Let's see what we got. I don't get it. What's the joke there? What's the joke? I'm not sure. So, Justin, do you like minivans, or is the name a coincidence? I've always wanted to ask. Oh, I guess he doesn't understand. The name must just be a coincidence. Justin Goins was found dead in a minivan in Tennessee. Wasn't a joke, which is just wondering if your YouTube name had anything to do with it. Wow. Tim, did you think if the Packers drafted George Pickens, they would have a better record? I don't know about that. I do love me some George Pickens, though. All right, let's see what they have on the onside kick here. All right. Mason Crosby kicks it to his left instead, and the Eagles have it at the 44-yard line. So with the 3 timeouts, will Jake Elliott score a field goal here? My brain stores the most useless things and doesn't let them go, so I tend to make connections that aren't there. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's funny. Okay, so another field goal here by the Eagles ices this game, or a first down. Let's see what the one they get, because they are already almost in field goal range for Jake Elliott at the 44-yard line. That would be a 62-yard attempt. Hurts takes the snap, handoff to the left side, and the Packers are all over it. He gets a gain of about a yard, maybe 2. 1:01 to go here in the 4th quarter. Packers will use their first timeout. So that would set up a 60-yard field goal. I actually heard about that story earlier this year and when it happened. Oh, okay. Free agents or draft picks for Washington in the offseason? Both. Both. All right. 2nd down coming up here for the Eagles. A first down ends this football game. They're at the 42-yard line. That'd be a 60-yard attempt. Here we go. Hurts in the shotgun, takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Sanders, and Sanders will get a gain up to about the 38-yard line. So now it would be about a gain of 4. So now you're looking at about a 56-yard field goal attempt. Packers use their second timeout. 1 remaining. They went for a 54-yard field goal. Did the Eagles? 33-40. It's going to be 3rd and 3 here for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts running to the huddle. And he breaks it. Here we go. Three receivers to the left. Hurts in the shotgun. A lot of down linemen right now for the Packers. Takes the snap. Handoff right now to Sanders, and Sanders will get the first down, and the game is over. And the Eagles win 40-33. And the game is over. Man, oh man. That was a crazy high-scoring game. 33-40. What in the world did we just watch? Jordan Love, man, it's almost felt like if you gave him one more opportunity, you never know what he was going to be able to do. But 157 yards on the ground for Hurts, 143 for Sanders, 153 through the air. Phew! What a day. All right, well, final score, 40-33. Leading receivers right now, you have Christian Watson, 4 catches, 110 yards and a touchdown. You had Devontae Smith, 4 catches, 50 yards. Leading tacklers for both teams, you had 6 for Blankenship, 6 for Edwards for the Eagles, and then you had 9 for Amos and 9 for Ford. No, excuse me, Quay Walker was the leading tackler with 11 on the night. And then you had 29-19 on the first down Eagles way. You had 8 for 15 for third down conversions for the Eagles, only 1 for 7 for the Packers, 1 for 1 on fourth down for them, 2 for 3 for the Eagles. 500 total yards of offense go to the Eagles, and most of it, all of it on the ground. Total rushing yards, 363 yards. 4 penalties against the Packers, 3 against the Eagles. 35 minutes of time of possession to 25 for the time of possession in this game. That is the ball game. Well, I appreciate all of you that have been hanging out. We had a good showing tonight. Washington wins. Unfortunately, the Eagles continue to win, but it's okay. We're not really looking to catch them anyway. They're going to move to 10-1 on the year, and that is the game. But I appreciate everybody in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also in the description below, there's a Discord link. Hop on our Discord and come talk some football. And last but not least, there is a donation links, and you can become a channel member with the join button. And also, actually, if you just type in my URL and at the end put a /join or /join, one of the two, you will be able to join that way too. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow night for, I believe it's the Steelers and the Colts. It is. And I'll see you then. And until next time, see ya!